watching Poindexter Lounge. You already know. You're watching Poindexter Lounge for the unity.
Nicotina's mom! Oh, yeah! Nicotina's mom!
Poindexter, you're getting all excited.
Why don't you set aside an hour or two? We'll have a few drinks and a cup of coffee I don't drink.
What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and it is good to have you with me in the lounge tonight. Now, look, if this is your first time to the lounge, just know that the Poindexter Lounge is a place for nerds. It's a place where you and me can get together and talk about all the things that we love. Things like TV shows, movies, games, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books, superheroes, toys, and so much more. And if those are things that get you excited in the morning, if those are things that get you going out to the barn at 5 a.m. and finding this crystal, it called to me. I know, but I followed it, and it led me here. It helped me build this place. Well, I mean, actually, it built it. But that's how I knew who I really was and knew what I had to do. And that was to start this YouTube channel called the Poindexter Lounge. And you're here and I'm here and we're all here together. And guess what? That's fun. So if those are things that get you excited, if it gets you excited to be in the lounge and get you excited to talk about all this fun stuff, then hey, you have found the right place. So please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell and do all the things. And also, if you would, please give this video a like before you have to head out tonight, because we're just glad to have you here. Excited to have you here. We got a full show, lots of great topics planned for you tonight. First of all, though, I do, as always, want to say a special shout out to all of our Patreon supporters. Thank you all for your support. We really, really appreciate you. Our two newest ones there, Anthony Grigsby and Paul Smith down there at the bottom over there on the right-hand side. Thank you guys, as well as to everyone. Dawson from Nerdy in Many Ways, Brian Master and None, Darrell McMillan, Tony Bombaco, Cylon Scotty, Jeff Glatfelty, Rose Byrne, Justin Reed, Darth Tasty, Corey Bronco Flores, ACS Universe. You know, I miss Anthony. I haven't talked to Anthony in a while. We've just had a couple of talks online, but I haven't seen Anthony in a while. But shout out to Anthony if you're watching tonight. What's up, Frank? I resent doing this. Anthony Beltray, Ruben Gillis, Aaron Entertainment, Andrew Casali, Bradley, William, Jeremy Harris, Resident Justice, Isaac Demain, Stokely, Lord Blaze, Andrew Farr, Resident Justice. Again, Resident got in there a couple of times. You know what it was he re-upped his patron thing. So they got in there twice. I see what you're doing, RJ. You're trying to get extra stake here in the Poindexter Lounge, which is fine. I don't care. And then all of our members, so many members, so great to have you guys as members. Thank you so much for all that you guys do, and for being a part of the Poindexter Lounge. We really, really, really appreciate you guys. And so because of that, this Saturday we'll be having our members and Patreon streams. So if you are a member or a member of the Patreon, you can be a part of these members only streams. So what'll happen is at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will have the members stream from 12 till 1, and then from 1:15 to 2:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will have the Patreon stream. So, and those are just times where you can come in, you can talk to us. We'll bring you into a format like this, and it's not broadcast, all over everywhere, but it's a chance for you guys to get together and talk and So thank you, like all of you, for your support. Now, I do want to say this too, because there are some members, and I don't say this often, but I want to put it out here on this format so that you guys know that I am aware of this. So there are different levels to the Patreon and also to the memberships, and at some levels you actually get a private one-on-one stream with me. I have had a couple of people reach out to me and say, hey, can we schedule that? And I've reached back out to them to schedule it, and I haven't heard back. So I don't know if there's a disconnect. Maybe so. If you are a member of the Patreon or you are a member of the channel, make sure that you're checking your spam, folders, whatever. Because I'll send out a couple of emails, but I'm not going to hound somebody like, hey, we got to do this private thing, So basically, it's like, hey, I reach out to you, and that's it. But yeah, I mean, if you hit certain levels, you get a t-shirt every month. You just get, there's all kinds of fun stuff. So invite you to become either a member or a part of the Patreon, and just know that we really appreciate you guys for all that you do, and for being a member of the lounge, for being a part of the lounge. That being said, I do want to jump in real quick and say hi to everybody before I bring in my guests. What's up, Anchorman? Good to see you. What's up, Anthony Beltray? Speaking of people who support the channel, what's up? Integrity 101. We're talking about this tonight. Zach is back and will direct Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 starring Ben Affleck. Zack Snyder's Justice League is relaunching the Snyderverse. This is the first big do-over in cinematic history. Welcome to reality. I like the enthusiasm for sure. What's up, Super Cam? Another great member of the channel. Good to see you. Guess who's back? Back again. Zach is back. Tell a friend. Zach is back. Yeah, there's lots of stuff going on, isn't there? What's up, Bat Dan? Prove Matt Jarbo wrong. Absolutely. After today, Discovery better work to prove Matt Jarbo wrong. We're all working to prove Matt Jarbo wrong. Trust me, it's become my lifelong goal. And I like Matt Jarbo, but I can't wait to see the look on their faces, all the people, all the doubters, when it's finally announced. What's up, Black Ops? Good to see you, my friend. Again, Super Cam, yes, prove Matt Jarbo wrong. Hashtag long live the Man of Steel. I love it. Let's see who else is in here real quick. DC Talk with Extended. Always good to see my friend DC Talk with Extended. Bradley, always good to see you in here, sir. Who else is in? Whoops. Skipped on up there. It skipped on up. Let's see who else is in here. Real quick. What's up, Music Man? Good to see you in here. What's up, Abel? Good to see you. Zach just posted it on his Vero. Well, I'll check that out after I bring in my first guest here. What's up, Keely? What's up? Good to see you. Anthony Grigsby. Speaking of people who support the channel, thank you so much for your support. Hey, what's up, H Barts with $2 super chat. The Doomcock song has changed me. It's changed us all, and I don't know if that's a good thing. But the reality is we have been changed. And once you've been touched by Doomcock, there's really no going back. There's no going back to that time before we were all, treated that way. So, yeah, it just feels very wrong. It almost feels like, Dawson, what does it feel like?
It's like a lot of different tentacles and like massive stomach.
Yeah, kind of like that. But thank you, H Barts, for the $2 super chat. What's up, Thomas Bartholdi? Good to see you. Saggy Melons, what's going on, Saggy? She says, I'm tired, but I'm lurking. Oh, we're always tired. We don't sleep around here. What's up, Ryan? Good to see you, sir. Hey, Supercam1721 with a $9.99 super chat. Thank you, sir. It says 8 years ago today, I've waited for 7 long years for Man of Steel to come out, and it did not disappoint. Do the right thing. Hashtag make Man of Steel 2 and restore the Snyderverse. Absolutely. I'm right there with you.
Pound it.
Pound it. Absolutely. I'm right there with you. Let's do it. Hey, the Widow. Hey, what's going on, Ashley? Hey, good to see you. Look, get a hold of me, message me, and let's set up the time to get together and talk. My wife is doing better. Tiffany goes tomorrow and is able to get her arm out of her sling. She gets her wrap off and everything after having surgery on Thursday. So thank you again to everyone for your support and your love in reaching out to us with Tiffany having surgery this week. Really, really appreciate all of you. But yes, the widow Ashley wants to have me on, and so on her channel. And so I would absolutely love to do that. And so hit me up and let's go ahead and do that. Speaking of Tifftastic, she's right here. Thanking Super Cam and H Barts for their super chats. Love it when Tifftastic is lurking. It's always good to see Tifftastic lurking in the background. And I like it when she's just on the channel too, but she's resting, and she's going to come back bigger and better than ever. And so thank you guys for, like I said, thank you for reaching out with her, being off. She's off of work now for a few weeks, and hopefully she's able to recover. They're saying 4 to 6 weeks for her to get her mobility back, and hopefully get the feeling back in her hands and stuff. But yeah, so just keep her in your thoughts and prayers still. Appreciate it for sure. And let's see what else we got going on here. Brian Master Nunn is back here. Be bringing him in just a minute. Ryan, what's up, my friend Ryan? Good to see you, sir. So I'll be hitting you up pretty soon. I still want to do those that Star Wars night where we do the Shakespeare stuff. I think that's going to be fun. Thomas, thank you, man. I'm so glad. I'm always glad to hear from you guys that you guys miss me, because I haven't been on for a while. So it always makes me feel warm inside that you guys actually miss me when I'm not around for a minute. That means a lot. What's up, Ryan? Good to see you, sir. What's up, Damon? What's going on? Good to see you, sir. Lord Slug in the house. Have you heard these rumors about a Dead Man film? I did hear those rumors, and that's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting. I don't know how that works, but hey, look, I'm all down for the DC stuff for sure. H Barts with another $2 super chat. Good to see that. Hey, thank you. This is Matt is God. LOL. Yeah. But the thing is he really? I mean, he gets so much wrong.
I get a lot of takes wrong. Jarbo Damas.
And we could alter this one. I'll give you 2 for that, H Barts. We could alter this one, and I should alter this one to say Matt.
Okay, keep telling yourself that, Dawson.
What's up, Geek Studios? Good to see you, sir. Good to see you here in the chat as always. Love Geek Studios, guys. Go check out Geek Studios, man. He's putting out some good stuff, man. I don't always get to say hi to you geeks, but I've seen the stuff that you're doing and the people that you have on. I think you're doing a good job over there. Let's see. Yes, I know. I can't wait to get oh my goodness, I can't wait to get my Zack Snyder Justice League figures. I'm so looking forward to that. What's up, Mary Wilcox? Good to see you. David here. So what's up, David? Says, Enosh, I'm headed to Riverside, California to visit my wife's relatives Saturday. I will listen to your podcast every day, and I'm glad Tiff is doing better. Absolutely. Hey, I've been to Riverside, California. I recorded my first 2 albums in Riverside, California. So that's awesome. So I'm very familiar with Riverside. So, hey, have a good trip. And I hope for a safe trip for you. And I hope that all works out. But I'm so glad that you're listening to the podcast on the way up there. That's awesome. What's up, Peter Rabbit's Defender? Yo. I got vaccinated first dose, and I feel so dope so far. Awesome. Glad that you're feeling good. What's up, Keely? Hey, yeah. Well, Ashley, there you go. People are putting in requests. What's up, Zeno? Good to see you here, sir. Absolutely good to see you. Let's see. I want to make sure I didn't skip this. Nope, I sure didn't. Okay. Then we had H Barts with another $5 super chat. Says Matt got his 4K yesterday. Yours should be with you on Thursday at Past Customs 5 times. Five times. Thank you, H Barts. H Barts got me a copy of that as well. I loved the look on Matt's face when I told him that you got me a copy too. He felt so special. But me and H Barts, we're bros. We're Michiganders over here, and we got a special connection, me and H Barts. So I love this little rivalry that Matt and I have for H Bart's affections. What's up, Azteca? Good to see you. All right, I'm gonna pull out of here. What's up, Landon? Hey, there's my son. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you in the chat tonight, man. I hope you're doing good where you are. What's up, Angie? Good to see you. All right. That being said, and hey, Amparo, good to see Amparo. Tiffany's doing well. She's recovering. She gets her sling off and her wrap off tomorrow. They're going to look at her incision and everything. So glad that she's doing good. Thank you for asking. All right, I think that I caught up with everybody and all the super chats that were given. I'm committed. I'm committed, ladies and gentlemen. That sometimes when super chats come in, like if people are talking, like I in the past, I've just kind of like. I've tried to leave enough time. I'm committed, though. I'm not going to allow StreamYard to get ahead of me anymore. I'm going to go ahead and start reading these things, even if it means cutting off Matt Jarbo. It doesn't matter to me. I will read your super chats as soon as I can see them. All right. So I want you to know that you have my commitment to that. I don't want to get behind anymore with the way that they're doing this here on StreamYard. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. You love him. I love him. He is my partner in crime. We do this thing together most nights, and then people fall in behind him. But he is my my lieutenant, as it were, my one of my generals in this army of nerddom. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian, Master of None. What's going on, Brian?
Not a whole lot. Just glad to be here. Good to go. I'm off tomorrow, and you know, should be an interesting night. I'm ready to bring the pain.
Absolutely. Jacob McKenzie here with the $1.99 super chat says Zach just posted on Vero a Green Lantern picture.
Yeah, I saw that. It's in the group chat. There.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's
yeah.
in the group chat.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of pretty.
Where in the group chat?
It just got posted.
I'm sorry, in our group chat.
Yeah, in the big one.
That'll be nice, very nice. Okay, well,
right,
you know what?
Right.
Hey guys, hey, you know what? Sometimes we take a little detour and we take a little look. So yes, I will take a look at this. What's up, Jacob? Thank you so much for bringing this. I know somebody mentioned they didn't say what Zach posted, but I'm gonna go ahead and show this real quick. And check out what this looks like. Oh my gosh, look at this.
That's pretty.
That's pretty. So pretty. Oh, what could have been? What could have been? Oh my gosh.
Screw you, Warner Brothers.
Oh man. I tell you what. You know what? There's only one way to put this, and here it is right here.
Suck it, Warner Brothers. Suck it.
Wow. His words, not mine. But yeah, suck it, Warner Brothers.
For sure. That just looks so pretty. And let's see what does it say here? It says we're in a free fall into future. We don't know where we're going. Things are changing so fast, and always when you're going through a long tunnel, anxiety comes along, and all you have to do to transform your hell into a paradise is to turn your fall into a voluntary act. It's a very interesting shift of perspective, and that's all it is. Joyful participation in the sorrows, and everything changes. Joseph Campbell. Wow. And you know what? I got to say this, man. Zach is pretty famous for his cryptic stuff, man. Yeah. Just putting stuff out there and letting it just kind of sit. So hey. Who knows? I so want to see this one day, though. I just want to see Wayne T. Carr. And Wayne, if you're watching, we love you, bro. Got your back. And tomorrow I plan on showing some pictures. I didn't put it into tonight's because I found out too late. But Stargirl. I don't know if you saw the Stargirl teaser. Did you see the Stargirl teaser for this season? Yet. So apparently they've got Jade. Alan Scott's daughter appearing, and so there's like a little fight between Stargirl and Jade, Green Lantern's daughter, and so they actually have that that whole thing going on. So, but hey, as far as I'm concerned, right now, there's only one Green Lantern, and that's Wayne T. Carr, and I want to see him.
Very true.
I want to see him. H Bart's here with another $5 super chat. Says you seen Loki yet? First episode was better than all Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Sometimes you see an acronym and you're like,
that was
that's a new one. I haven't seen that one yet. Okay, I'm not saying that that it's wrong because it's absolutely right on, but yeah, it was just kind of weird to say.
I knew it as soon as it left my mouth.
I will say though, I'm really digging Owen Wilson in the show.
Heck yeah!
So far,
yeah.
the more Owen Wilson, please, and thank you.
Can I just say that I love Loki. First of all, Loki is my favorite Marvel probably character. He's definitely my favorite Marvel villain.
Well, he's really stood out, from the rest of the pack as far as like the MCU is concerned. I mean, granted, he's lived throughout most of the movies, and he wasn't killed off right away in any iteration. I mean, we thought he was dead for a hot minute, until we got fooled at the end of freaking Thor Dark World.
I like how they've gone through though and explained like how how he can't go back. You know what I mean? Like they pulled him. He got pulled out of time, and so I dig it, man. I thought that show, that first episode especially was just great. So.
Well, and I think what it's cool is like Endgame is what started the multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like, so it's already going, but like it's because of this time thing. I've got some theories, man.
Well, again, because everybody's still dead. Sorry, Marvel fans. Everybody who died is still dead. It's just
I'm not trying to get like anybody to come back as far as like Iron Man or anything like that. I don't want Tony Stark to come back. Like, to be perfectly honest, I could take Robert Downey Jr. in small doses, Tropic Thunder. Come on, the whole hilarious. Yeah, and I too heart Tom Hiddleston.
Heck yeah. But yeah, man, he I love him as the character. I love his acting, man. I just love everything that I've seen out of Tom. And I can't wait to see more out of him. I can't wait to see what he does in this series. And that's what we're talking about right now, Jared. It actually is the Loki series. He says it's cool, but kind of weird in the way they're trying to portray how things are supposed to happen. I don't know. I dig it. I actually really like the way that they're portraying it, because I mean that's what it's kind of what I've been saying from the beginning.
It's kind of like what they should have done in Star Wars to explain the world between worlds a little bit better, because I feel like it's somewhat similar in concept, because it's like Ezra's reason for not rescuing Kanan was because if he didn't rescue Kanan, he wouldn't be there to do what he's doing in the first place, because he would have died. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it causing paradoxes and stuff like that. I always find to be really interesting as far as like how they play them out, and the variant angle. I really dig. I dig Loki. I'm looking forward to Wednesday night. Tuesday.
Yeah, I think it's I think it's really cool, and I love I do think it's interesting though, like how they have like all these different organizations that are all working within time, except because you got the time people now, you got the Eternals who supposedly had I don't know I don't know how it's all going to play, where you got all these people who supposedly have like huge influence on how things work. I don't know. What's up, Daniel? Good to see you, Daniel. Good to see you.
Well, not only that, but I think we're going to need more than just like a Mr. DNA explanation from Jurassic Park. Like, hey, this is a dinosaur.
Thomas here says I'd have a man crush on Tom Hiddleston. That's funny. Tiffany says, fun fact, Tropic Thunder is on movie Enosh actually likes too. But Tom Cruise. Yeah, it's actually one of the few movies that I actually like Tom Cruise in.
I agree, because he's not Tom Cruise. Like, that's my only problem with Tom Cruise. I'm sorry, Tom Cruise fans out there. It's just he's got one gear, and that's Tom Cruise, which is fine, given like a Mission Impossible or something like that. But like I was fooled until almost the credits. Seriously, they had me. Yes, I was watching it in the theaters. I'm like,
who is that?
I hear that. And then at the credits, I was my suspicions were confirmed. But like, I was a good 3/4 of the way through the movie before I realized that was Tom Cruise.
Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. No, Tiff, we understand. She's typing with one hand, so
That's quite all right.
Yeah,
I can't spell for nothing.
Angie says it's one of the 2 movies I like Tom Cruise in. You know what other movie I like Tom Cruise in was Oblivion. I actually like Oblivion. I don't know why. It's kind of a
I agree with Ryan Hartwell.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody say this, dude.
Vanilla Sky.
Vanilla Sky is your favorite Tom Cruise movie. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that.
Cameron Crowe directed it, whatever the heck.
Born on the 4th of July.
No, that one right there. I dig that movie. That's another one where he's not Tom Cruise. He's actually like the dude that he's,
Yeah.
I like that movie quite a bit. Days of Thunder is for me. Cole Trickle. He'll always be and it's mostly just because of Robert Duvall. Anything with Robert Duvall in it's freaking awesome. Like,
Top Gun. Tiffany says Top Gun. Top Gun is like I watched Top Gun for the first time in 2018. Okay. When I had my bariatric surgery, I had a few weeks to just sit home. And so I was like, dude, I'm going to watch Top Gun for the first time. Right. I'm actually going to watch this thing because I'd never seen it before. And, I like it. And yes, I'm actually excited for Top Gun 2. I want to see Top Gun 2, but I don't know, I think it's a thing of I think it would have been more culturally relevant to me, Brian,
if you'd have watched it in the 80s.
If I had watched it in the 80s.
Yeah, no. I have a good story about that one. So my recorded VHS with Return of the Jedi, the second movie on there, Top Gun.
Nice.
Nice. Needless to say, every time I watched Yub Nub, it would shortly go on into the doom. Boom. Yeah, freaking I really like that movie a lot, but I saw it as a kid, so I didn't have that understanding as an adult. So I think that also has a lot to play. So there's a little bit of nostalgia, but if I were to watch it now, I'd probably cringe hard. That's kind of how those movies are to me. It's I like them as a kid, but just kind of keep them in the
I like Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire wasn't too bad,
but not necessarily for Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is kind of weird in that. I don't know. I like the movie. I don't know that I like Tom Cruise and Jerry Maguire. It doesn't matter to me that it's Tom Cruise.
Yeah, no.
Could be,
No, this is true. This is true.
Just kind of is what it is. I don't know. I mean, the kid, was it Padecki? Is that his name? His last name? The kid in that movie?
Something. Yeah.
The kid was super cute, and then what's her name in that was that was at the height of her career. So
Renee Zellweger.
Yeah. Before she had surgery and completely changed her look to be somebody completely different. I don't think I've ever seen surgery, Brian, before where somebody had surgery like that, and then the next time you see them, you're like, well, who is that? I don't even know who that is now. I don't know. Tifftastic goes, yes, the human head weighs 8 pounds. Minority Report was really good. Actually, I will say that it's been a while since I've seen Minority Report, but Minority Report was really good. I did like that. Yeah, somebody else brought up this movie because it's actually what's that movie called? What is that movie called? Somebody else had it up in here as one of their favorite movies, and I'm trying to remember what the actual movie is called. Because the way that they did the campaign for it, where it says "Live, Die, Repeat," like that was what was on there. They didn't have the actual name of the movie on there. Edge of Tomorrow. That's what it was.
Okay.
Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow. Yeah. I don't know. That was a weird one.
No, I stopped watching Tom Cruise movies after I watched War of the Worlds. I was like, I'm out, and it was years.
Yeah. What's up, Paul? Good to see you, sir.
Hey, evening, or whatever time it is, wherever you're at.
What's up, Russell Thander? Thander. That's a strong name right there. Russell Thander. That's like powerful. Like that sounds like a superhero name in and of itself. Thank you so much for the 200 rupees. Said just read Deadpool manga and it's better than anything Marvel has made in years. It's the most read book of 2021. No wonder it's outselling both DC and Marvel. I think DC Marvel should sell their
rights
maybe to manga company.
Yeah, I
interesting. I have not read that. I have not read that one, so that's interesting.
So I don't mean to sound like a boomer or nothing, but I imagine what we're referring to here is an art style. I imagine that's what manga is. I don't.
Yeah.
Know.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I get thrown away, but like I usually, I'm not gonna lie. There are two things in life that make me hear white noise. One is when somebody tries to tell me what's under their hood, because I really don't care. Because I've heard it all before. And I just it's like a flat line. Just,
you don't want to hear about what's under my hood?
No.
Well,
I mean, I guess in certain contexts, I wouldn't mind hearing that, but
come on, Brian. I'll tell you what's under my hood, Brian. Come on.
But the other is when people start talking about like anime type things. My brain just shuts off, and I start like seeing little things back and jump back and forth and squiggly lines.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I'm not a huge anime fan. There's certain things that I find sometimes that I really enjoy, and
I could dig some of it, but like I'm just kind of like it's overwhelming, to say the least, to like try to jump into something because everyone's got an opinion on something. Like right now, I'm just kind of like tiptoeing into the Arrowverse. So like I'm 3/4 of the way through the first season, which is fairly interesting. But the thing is like everyone's told me like it's a show that gets worse as it goes along. So I'm just gonna watch it within the back of my head, going, "Oh man, this show's gonna start to suck sooner or later. I wonder when it's gonna happen." But I mean, is there anything I should watch like after that? Like, should I watch Flash or Supergirl? Which one's better as far as that's concerned? I mean, I'm open to some opinions because it's all on. I have it on Netflix right now, so I'm like, I'm gonna watch it up.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's been hard for me to even get into the Flash this year. I mean, in some of my favorite characters on the Flash are apparently stepping down, and I haven't even gotten into the Flash this season. I've been trying to catch up on like a lot of different streaming shows. Tiffany and I just told everybody like I missed it. I didn't realize it was on network television. I didn't realize it was on CBS, but the show Evil, that show was really good. I was really surprised that was on CBS. I mean, it's got like full on demons in it, and I thought it was really good. Yeah, I like that. I still have yet to watch Cobra Kai. I
haven't watched Cobra Kai. No.
I still haven't gotten into Cobra Kai yet. Probably because I wasn't. I know this is sacrilege. Probably it's not because I didn't like it.
You'll be in good company. I think I know what you're saying here.
I'll be honest with you. The original movie Karate Kid, like I saw it as a kid, but it wasn't like a huge part of my life growing up, and so yeah, I mean, just
Well,
kinda,
yeah, when I was a kid, like I think it was Karate Kid 2 or something like that, 2 or 3. Was there 3 of them? I don't even remember.
I think there was 3 with Daniel, and then they did the next Karate Kid with
Yeah, I saw
what's her
that
name?
one with
Yeah.
Jackie Chan was in that one, right? Oh
Yeah.
no,
No,
there
no,
was
no, no, no.
oh,
What's
that
her
was
name was
another
in
one.
that? Oh gosh, what was it? The chat's gonna come to our rescue here. I know in just a
Yeah, they
second
got it.
with that.
Oh,
But yeah, so I don't know. Hey, but we're also joined here tonight. You're gonna like this, Brian. So Crazy Joe is here, and
hey,
look at he's got his outfit on there. He's like ready. He's at his station. He's ready to push the buttons.
there you go.
What's going on, Joe?
Hey, I wasn't expecting to be back so soon.
Hey man, look. Once we have you on and you do well, like we're just gonna put you to work. That's what we do around here.
So I wasn't a complete embarrassment last night.
No.
Nah.
DL Vince coming in with these takes, man. You need to get in here. Says Flash is okay. That ends up sucking. It's true. The first 3 seasons of the Flash are amazing. Then it starts to fishtail, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Supergirl starts sucking and then gets terrible. Yeah, DL is absolutely right on that one. The first season is great.
And you guys really know how to talk up some TV shows. It's like
the first season is great.
You're gonna love it.
A year ago, I said that the only WB or CW, CW Arrowverse show that I still thought was good was Legends. I thought everything else fell apart except Legends. But now we got Superman and Stargirl, so I think I might have to backtrack a little.
Yeah, Stargirl actually was really good. I really like that. And Superman and Lois, I really like Superman and Lois. The only thing that I don't like about Superman and Lois still is the costume. The costume, every time I watch that show, it's like they're trying it. I don't know. It just doesn't it doesn't do it for me. That costume, they need to take some of the padding out and just make it look like a real outfit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it looks better than his costume he had on Supergirl, though, when he was making his guest shots on Supergirl.
So I would have said that too, because I hate the cape on that one, but I would actually trade it back, just because it just looks so big and like burly looking, like, and it looks unnatural. At least the other one kind of like is his natural body. And I hate that belt on that old suit, man. I hate that, and I hate the word how the cape connects. But I don't know, it just takes me out of every time.
Used to a Superman that works out,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Henry Cavill's got some.
Yes, sir. Russell Thandar with another 100 rupee. Thank you so much, Russell. Says not for the art style, for the story mostly. I would highly suggest you guys start reading some of them. Definitely like it. Yeah, like I said, there's some that I find every once in a while that that are really good, that I really enjoy, and some some animated series. I tell you what, Netflix, man, I've noticed just perusing through my Netflix has apparently made a huge investment in anime. Like, there's a ton of anime on Netflix right now. Yeah, because Isaac watches a lot of stuff, and so there's just all kinds of stuff in there. So yeah, Paul watched Evil. He says, I enjoyed Evil. Pretty cool little show. Yeah, I like it. It's kind of like that week to week. Hey, we're solving mysteries and stuff. But yeah, I can't wait for season 2. Geek says, I just got Paramount Plus. I'm loving Evil. Yeah, I heard that it's going to Paramount Plus. I didn't need a reason to get Paramount Plus. Dang it. Gosh darn it. But that first
Star
season,
Trek. That's Star Trek.
Yeah. I can't be without Paramount Plus because I need my Star Trek fix.
Yeah. This is very true.
See, Mary's with us. Says, I never got into Karate Kid.
Yeah, I did. I watched it as
I don't
one of those
hate
movies. I never watched as a kid, but I watched as an adult. Like, I was like, oh.
Do you know a movie? You know a movie I absolutely love in the Karate Kid franchise? The first movie's fine. Nothing wrong with the first movie. But the third one is the best. It's one of the all-time great, so bad it's good movies. It's
Gotcha.
just, it's wonderful.
Gotcha. Hillary Swank. That was who I was looking for, Brian. Hillary Swank. I knew the chat was going to see. We have such great watchers. We have such great people here.
Learned group of fans.
We do, man. Everybody just comes right to our defense. It's like having Google, man. Everybody's just like, bam. Thomas says, "Beam me up, Joe." Let's see. Where was it? I had somebody else. Sure. Shirtless Superman Lois approves. Let's see here. Tyler's growing on me. I mean, as a Superman, I don't know. That's just that costume. H Barts with another $5 super chat says, not hating on Tyler, but he ain't Superman. Superman is playing Henry Cavill. Look, Henry's my Superman. There ain't no change in that, and that's how I feel about it. Tyler, he's kind of growing on me a little bit, but he's not yet. He's not yet that greatness. Like I love the show. I'm digging the show. No problem, Ryan. He'll be back in just a second. But it's interesting though how that show's going though, because it looks like they're bringing in this Kryptonian angle again, and it's like I feel like we've already seen that.
The weird thing about that show for me is that it's a spinoff of Supergirl.
Mm-hmm.
And I know they did do Crisis and they kind of reset the timeline and everything, but it almost feels like a complete reboot too, because they recast Morgan Edge.
Yep.
It's like nothing except for Superman and Lois. Nothing is the same as it was on Supergirl.
Yeah. No, I agree. Ryan here says, I love Karate Kid. Yeah, like I said, I don't hate Karate Kid. It's not that I don't like it. It's just that like it wasn't a huge part of my childhood. I mean, I remember I did get into karate stuff, and you guys can tell me in the chat. Like, so I remember growing up in the 80s, there was a minute that I was into like ninja stuff and karate stuff, and me and a bunch of buddies had like some Chinese stars and stuff, and we'd throw them at like trees and planks of wood and stuff. We were all going to be ninjas, and then it kind of passed, like we got into. I remember I had a bandana that was kind of reminded me of Quick Kick from G.I. Joe, and that was kind of my thing for a minute, and it passed pretty quick. Hey, what's up, Black Ops? Good to see you in here, sir.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hello.
I am looking forward to I know Landon wants Paramount because iCarly's on there and he wants to see iCarly, and I want to see the iCarly reboot, so I watched that with my son, so they got me hooked in for that too. But H Barts with another $2 super chat says, Cobra Kai is so good it got me into the franchise. Wow.
If for fans of Cobra Kai, you know what show I think has that same kind of vibe? The Mighty Ducks show on Disney Plus. It really kind of has that same kind of Cobra Kai feeling, to the point where it's almost a ripoff.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Actually, where'd it go? Daniel brought up something. Oh yes, Daniel. So I read this, Daniel, literally 5 minutes before we went on air. This is also something that tomorrow night we will be talking about. Interesting. Stay tuned for that one, folks.
Yeah,
that's an interesting story. But there you go. Yeah. Let's see here. No, I agree, Paul. I think Tyler has an uphill battle, but look, my thing is like each Superman actor has their own thing, right? Yeah. They each portray somebody different, and as long as the writers don't disrespect Superman, I'm fine. I really felt that during the time that Tyler first came on, it's a shame that the writers did him so wrong. when he first was on Supergirl, that they wrote him as a weak Superman that was constantly getting his butt handed to him, that was, you know, constantly being thrown under the bus to try to make Supergirl more, you know, powerful. Because I always said, Tiffany and I both agreed, you didn't have to, and Tiffany likes the Supergirl show. I had to stop watching the Supergirl show. I was just getting too ticked off every week watching it that I was just like, I can't watch this anymore. But Tiffany and I both did agree that, like, with Superman in that show, neither Tiffany and I nor like Tiffany and I, neither one of us like the idea of to make the female look stronger, that you have to basically put down the man or make the man look bad. It's one of the things we love about the first Wonder Woman movie. Steve Trevor is such a great character because Superman or Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor work together. They're a team, you know, and they work really well together on screen. And they're, you know, and yet he doesn't have any superpowers, yet she needs him. You know, they rely on each other. She has the superpowers. He has a skill set that is needed, and they complement each other. You don't have to make anybody, man or woman, look bad to make the other look good. And I felt that that's what they did with the Supergirl show, is that they made Tyler's Superman look absolutely weak, and we just didn't need it, you know. And you know, I'll give Cameo that. Yeah, I've said it myself. They made him out to basically be a jobber. You know, that's a wrestling term. You know, for the old guys, like back when you used to watch wrestling in the 80s. And
Get your wig.
Yeah, right.
That's the hairdo they'd have.
oh, yeah, for sure. Like, these guys would come in and it'd be
Goldilocks
like,
Wilson.
Macho Man Randy Savage is taking on Phil Johnson from Minnesota.
Yeah. Coming out with a singlet on.
Exactly. And you know, so like nobody knew who those people were. And so that's what a jobber is somebody who was just there to take up a place to make the other person look good. And so you know, so hey, Geek Studio says I made spaghetti tacos tonight. It was so good, right?
Nice.
Spaghetti
Dude,
tacos.
Awesome. Literally the most underrated food ever.
I've never heard of that, but I want a recipe now because it sounds amazing.
Dude, it's so simple. It's so simple. So it was on iCarly, and my son, when he was little, they used to make it all the time on iCarly, the show, but they never explained how it was made. So my son looked at me one night and he said, "Dad, can we have spaghetti tacos?" And I'm like, "Landon, I don't even know how that's made. Like, I don't know what that is." And he's like, "Well, Dad, it's spaghetti tacos." So I went and I made a pot of spaghetti. And I got taco shells, and it works best if you have the square bottom taco shells, because they're nice and thick. And you just make your spaghetti, put your meat in there and everything. Like it probably wouldn't work with meatballs, but if you have your ground beef in there, like that, and your sauce, and then you just put that into the taco, fill the taco with the spaghetti, and then what I like to do is I like to take like a cheese blend, and melt it up. So I'll get back in the day when I could eat that many, I would get like 4 or 5 tacos, and I'd put them all. I'd be lucky to get through one. But since my bariatric surgery, I just put them on a plate, and then I just put cheese all over. In fact, I've got a how-to video right here on the channel on how to make spaghetti tacos, and so good, so good.
Looking that video up.
Heck yeah. So good. Enosh, did you like American Ninja? I don't remember seeing American Ninja. I remember American Ninja, but I know that I saw American Ninja as a kid, but I don't remember American Ninja, if that makes sense. I remember Ninja Turtles. Tiffany remembers Ninja Turtles. We're going to do maybe we'll do that Saturday night. So we'll do our, what if we do that? What if we do our members streams and everything Saturday afternoon, and then Saturday night we do Ninja Turtles, the 1990 movie watch party. Would you guys be down for that? Heck yeah. I'd be down for that. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to check out Cobra Kai at some point. Tiffany and I have been already talking about it. So, so we're definitely into it. Paul, this is a great statement for tomorrow night's episode here when we talk about this. So that's why Bruce Wayne could never keep a girlfriend. maybe you got to be a giving lover. That's all I'm saying. You can't be selfish. Let's see, there was somebody else here. Oh, H Barts with another $5 super chat. Thank you, H Barts. Says, I got Paramount. Me and my dad are going to watch iCarly this week. Awesome. That's awesome. Well, you'll probably get to see it before me. So I hope that you enjoy it, and I expect to hear from you, H Barts, of what you thought of it. For sure. So, all right. So that being said, Brian's back now. We're going to talk about a couple of things. First of all, it was announced today that it looks like Grant Gustin, speaking of the Flash, is going to be in the Flash movie. Now, this was something I've been predicting for a while was going to happen, especially because we had him in we had Ezra Miller on the Flash.
Yeah,
TV
it
show.
only makes sense.
Yeah, so it only makes sense. H Barts with another $5 super chat says, "Hey Enosh, have you ever watched NJP
New Japan Pro Wrestling?
New Japan Pro Wrestling,
All Japan,
or All Japan Pro Wrestling?" So I've seen individual matches, but I haven't actually like watched it to like know like all the stuff that's going on. But I have watched individual matches, yes, in New Japan Pro Wrestling. I love it because it moves so fast. I love that. It's a very, very cool style of wrestling.
Yeah,
for sure. But so I wanted to share this with you guys because this was I wanted to share with you my reaction of when Ezra Miller showed up on the Flash. If you haven't seen this already, you can find this here on the channel. But this was a moment for me because we do our watch parties and stuff of the Flash, where we did. But this was me basically losing my mind when the Flash showed up. I really hope this isn't going to turn into a greatest hits episode.
Ow, my boob.
God dang, dude, you're just like poor Tiff over there. She's getting beat to death.
Look at his face.
Dog's worried.
I know. Wookiee's like, everything okay?
Close your mouth, Enosh.
Are you okay? He's having a stroke.
Okay, now play the one where the Razor Crest gets blown up.
I got to get that clip.
It's complicated. Like your outfit. It seems comfy. It's just pretty cool.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
Oh my.
They're just gonna play this scene from a different direction.
That's what I wonder.
That's what I've been hoping they'd do. Actually,
That's most likely scenario.
Especially if they're gonna try to like use this movie to tie it all in continuity wise.
That movie's definitely happening now. All these people saying that movie's not going to happen. That movie's happening. Enosh Damas.
Oh!
All those years ago, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey guys, if you made it this far in the video. Yep. So there you go. That was my reaction as soon as that pulled up. So I agree with you guys. I think that we're probably going to see it from the other, the other side of that. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah,
make sure if you watch it, Tiff, you're not sitting anywhere near Enosh's general arm range.
Yeah, apparently I hit her in the boob. So, but yeah. So, comic book. This is from comicbook.com. So, spoiler warning: Grant Gustin's Flash is the latest DC superhero racing into the Flash feature film as a cameo. And I think by the time this is done, we're going to probably have a whole lot more cameos that we'll end up seeing. This is according to a new report. The star of CW's long-running The Flash series plays super speedster Barry Allen, who crossed over with Ezra Miller's Barry Allen when the Arrowverse met the DC Extended Universe in Part 4 of television's Crisis on Infinite Earths event. After 7 seasons of the CW series, Gustin's version of the character will reportedly make his feature film debut when director Andy Muschietti's Flash goes where the DC Universe hasn't gone before, into the multiverse. Gustin's rumored surprise cameo was first reported by the Illuminati. Gustin would join a cast that includes Miller, reprising his role from Justice League, Ben Affleck as the Batman from the DCEU, Michael Keaton as the 30 years older Dark Knight, Kiersey Clemens as Iris West, Maribel Verdú and Ron Livingston as Nora and Henry Allen, and Sasha Calle as Krypton-born Supergirl. This movie is
a friend of Ron Livingston. I like Ron Livingston.
Me too.
This movie.
Yeah. This movie is a bit of a hinge in the sense that it presents a story that implies a unified universe where all the cinematic iterations that we've seen before are valid. Muschietti previously told Vanity Fair of The Flash, it's inclusive in the sense that it is saying all that you've seen exists and everything that you will see exists in the same unified universe. And that's what I've been quoting everybody over and over again when it comes to the Snyderverse. I think that it's absolutely ridiculous that that they've said that, like, you know, it can't happen, that we can't get any more Snyderverse, we can't get any more, you know, iterations of that. If everything exists that's been before,
continuity,
then why not?
But isn't this film in the Snyderverse?
I don't know.
That's a good question. That's a really good question, man, because technically it's got Snyder's Batman and it's got Snyder's Flash, but you know, apparently they're using they're using.
Well, I mean, there's a way to look at it, I suppose. I mean, yes and no. Like, is this directly tied to Zack Snyder? No. But does this have characters that Zack Snyder cast? Yes. It's kind of like Aquaman and Wonder Woman and stuff like that, you know, to where they continued onward, but if you notice, they didn't tie into the others. You know what I mean? So like the Aquaman movie really didn't have any tie into Justice League or anything like that. Not even Justice League. So it was like, oh, okay.
Well, they mentioned Steppenwolf.
Yeah, you talk to fish.
Yeah, they mentioned Steppenwolf for a second, you know, in that.
Yeah, see, so it's like, I don't know. So I mean, and then like Shazam, I just watched Shazam again last night. I like Shazam. It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's my favorite movie in the whole DC. Honestly, it's my favorite comic book movie.
Wow.
Yeah,
nice.
That's a good movie. I like Shazam. I don't have any problem with Shazam. I think Shazam is a lot of fun, and I really enjoy it. Tiftastic here in the chat says he elbowed me in the boob. And Angie says Enash's soul left his body twice.
It definitely did.
He was having a crisis on Infinite Earths at that moment.
Yes, I was having a crisis myself. Yeah. Oh no, not the boob. Enash went one with the Force, says Thomas. Mary says that hurts.
And it all came crashing down. Mandalorian season 2.
The boob elbow, is that a new wrestling move? Yes, it's a new Japan wrestling move that I learned watching New Japan Wrestling.
Japanese strong style, you know.
Sounds like an Andy Kaufman move. Intergender champion.
Oh,
yes. Yes. Tiffany says, is that the people's boob? No, that's my boob. That's my boob. It's like, was it Peter Griffin? He's like, what do you think of that side boob? You like that side boob? Well, you shouldn't, because that's my side boob. Am I lagging? Am I lagging?
No, you're good.
No, you're
okay.
fine.
I'm lagging on my end, so that's why I'm asking you guys. Because I want to make sure that I'm not lagging here. Let's see. What's up?
The hell, boob.
What's up, Ben? Good to see you. Says, what's up, Enosh, Tiff, Brian? How y'all doing? Greetings from Ben and Nessa. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Ifman.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. You know what? I want to see what they have in store for us with the Flash movie. I just want to see. I just want to see it done justice. No pun intended.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, I was just gonna say, with all like the things that's been going on with that movie, and the script, if Keaton's gonna be in it or not, and all the kind of just the stuff, all the rumors around it. I just really hope they do it good.
I have a
That's
lot of
it.
faith in this movie because of Christina Hodson. I think Christina Hodson's one of the best screenwriters working today.
So there you go. See, all is not lost with that. No, and honestly, I think if you want to, continue the Snyderverse in your heart of hearts, any movie that has the cast in it, I mean, it's still continuing their story. I'm hoping.
Well,
You know what I mean?
speaking of continuing the Snyderverse, that's actually one of the things I want to talk about tonight, because once again, folks, hashtag restore the Snyderverse trending.
As it should.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw about that in the group chat. I was like, what?
Yep, it's still trending. People want this. That people want a continuation, and I get it. Look, there's some people who don't know what they want. Like, they don't know what that means to continue the Snyderverse. Like, for me, I want to see for me it means continuing the series that the Snyder started, seeing it through to its rational conclusion, and being able to show that. And then I'm all for moving on. I'm all for there being something else. Like, yes, Infinity here. Thank you so much. It says was around 205,000 tweets as of 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that was almost 4 hours ago. So,
well, it's like, the thing is the Zack Snyder's Justice League left us all hanging. You know what I mean? There's still more story to be told there, and we're not the only ones that think that anymore. I mean, and that's kind of where I'm at, and that's why I'm disappointed with a lot of things that have went down, so far. So I'm like, I mean, I do have hope with this merger, that something might come of it, but as far as plans are now, it's like, oh crap. But no, I think I'll take with it the fact that Ben Affleck's going to be in the Flash, Ezra Miller's going to be in the Flash, you know what I mean? So in a spirit, it's going to continue, you know what I mean?
I have to confess, I'm a little confused by the Restore the Snyderverse hashtag, because I don't exactly know what it means. In fact, I did a video on it on my channel. I said, what does Restore the Snyderverse mean? Are we saying bring back Zack Snyder? Because that's one thing. Mm-hmm. Or bring back the universe he started, which I don't think went away, and that's another thing.
Well, so I can tell you from my personal experience and what when I talk to people who are serious about this, I can tell you what they think, what I think, and then I can tell you what there are some people who are kind of like the extreme part of it. So with 2017's Justice League, a real horrible thing was done with that. I mean, as far as to Zach with his version of the film, to the fans, to people who worked on the movie, there's just a bunch of negativity surrounded with that. The problem is that Warner Brothers acts like, well, that's the canon film. That's the film that we're basing like all this new stuff off of. So like this Flash, for example, in the Flash movie, that's supposedly based on the Flash from 2017's Justice League. The problem is the Flash in 2017's Justice League doesn't do anything. He's scared to fight anybody. He literally tells Batman, well, I've never done battle before. All I do is run around and push people. He's making jokes. He's tripping over Wonder Woman, falling into her cleavage. He's awkward.
Yeah.
To a fault, he's awkward. Like he doesn't do it. Like his big moment in the 2017 Justice League is he pushes a truck just barely out of harm's way, right? And then makes a stupid joke, to the family and runs away. That's his claim to fame in that movie. In Zack Snyder's Justice League, and I assume, Joe, have you seen Zack Snyder's Justice League?
I'm sorry, your audio's kind of going a little out.
Oh. I'm sorry. Have you seen Zack Snyder's Justice League?
I have.
Okay.
Don't shoot me on this, but I wasn't particularly a fan.
Okay. Well, so the thing is, though, is that with Zack Snyder's Justice League, the Flash is a hero. He takes his place among those heroes and literally saves the day. I mean, he turns back time. He stops everything. He brings back and restores, the timeline, and restores the heroes, and it has even that moment of dialogue where he's talking about with his dad, that dad, just know that your son was amongst the best of the best. And so in that respect, that's the Flash that I think fans want to see. They want to see a Flash that does something that is heroic, that takes his place amongst the heroes and doesn't just like accidentally fall over people. What's up, RJ? Good to see you in here.
Hey,
too,
what's
man.
up, RJ?
Hey.
No, we're not going to cancel Joe just because Joe has a differing opinion. We like Joe. Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
I keep making the argument because I did a video and I got beat up for it. I got really beat up for it, but it's my honest opinion. I like the Whedon version better. I do. But I keep telling people, look, we live in a world where I can have the Superman extended cut that has the 3-hour version. I could have the director's cut, and I could have the theatrical cut, and I can pick and choose which one I want to watch. And that's all good with the world. We got multiple versions. Watch the one you want.
and that's fine. It's an overwhelming thought, though, that Whedon's version is totally disjointed. It really, in that world, it really doesn't, to me anyways, and I mean, and I respect your opinion, to me, and I think many others, it just doesn't make any sense.
I just think it's a bad movie. I just think it's a bad movie. That's my opinion. But
I just have a question for Joe, though. Like, what parts of the Whedon cut don't you like, or what parts of that movie do you think that makes it better than the Snyder cut, in your opinion?
Well, it has some of my favorite scenes. Some of my favorite scenes were the scenes that Whedon wrote. Like, I love my favorite line in the whole movie, or my favorite scene in the whole movie, is when Aquaman sits on the lasso and he starts getting way too truthful.
It's a good scene.
I love that scene. I like now the CGI is atrocious. The CGI is atrocious, but that opening scene where the kids are interviewing Superman, I thought that was really charming. And I like the kind of fan retcon. I know this isn't in the movie, but the fans have kind of retconned it of, oh, what if that was Freddie Freeman from Shazam who was interviewing him? And it's like, I kind of like that. I'm like, oh, that's, I just thought that was a really little charming scene, even though the mustache looked ridiculous. Little things like that. I just, and I don't know. And the Snyder cut, I thought, just had too many scenes where I was like, why is this here? Like, why did we need to hear a woman sing to Aquaman before she smells his sweater? It's like,
I will admit that did go on a little long.
I would say this. There are some things that are in Justice League that they're fine on their own. I'm a big fan of Superman racing the Flash. That's a classic comic book moment, right? The problem is in Justice League, they rushed to an end that had not yet been earned. Like they rushed to an end. They immediately skipped everything with Superman, acting like, well, Superman, because Superman in that movie doesn't he's not coming back from literally what we just saw in Batman v Superman. It's basically, hey, we just need to retcon this to make him a happy Superman, like, more of this, you know, joyful, you know, whatever, which Zach has even said, look, he was moving towards that, but you would have to watch the entire arc to see it, because it's supposed to be a 5-movie arc, right? So you're supposed to see Superman go on this journey, so that by the time the Superman gets to the end, he is that classic Superman, but he's been through stuff. He's learned how to be that. He's learned why that's important for him to be that, and he's overcome great issues, you know, and that. First of all, thank you, Andy, for $20.03 super chat. That's a very specific number. $20.03. So thank you, dude, for that. I don't see a comment connected to that, but feel free to leave a comment if you had a comment in here, and be happy to read it. Sometimes I know sometimes people will try to give a super chat and the comment thing doesn't work for them. So if you leave a comment, I will definitely pull it up. I'll be looking for it. So thank you, Andy. Appreciate that. But back to this. It's just a thing of that Superman has not yet earned that. So it's hard to jump in from the last thing we saw was Superman die, right? To, I mean, when does that scene even take place? Because that scene doesn't even make sense in continuity, given the fact that Superman wasn't even wearing that costume. He wasn't wearing that outfit. He wasn't, you know what I mean, before he died. And that was the last time we saw him, was that he died. So, you know, so there's just a lot of inconsistencies. I agree. I think that the thing with Jason Momoa sitting on the lasso is funny. We've talked about that here many times about that. It's just the problem with Justice League is there's little ideas that would work in a different movie, but to me they just don't work.
I should also point out, though, this might illuminate a lot of things. I should point out that I'm very disappointed and angry at him right now because of his horrible behavior, but I'm a huge Joss Whedon fan. You know, from the Buffy days. I love Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I love Firefly.
Well, hey, it was really great having Crazy Joe on here. Remember that his name is Crazy Joe. So the views expressed by Crazy Joe do not necessarily reflect those of the Poindexter Lounge or its participant. No, I'm just messing. Hey, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I'm sorry, Joe. I didn't mean to cut you off there. I was just messing with you. No, look, there's a lot of people, Joe, who are fans of Buffy and, you know, and all those, and, you know, Firefly, and I mean, all that stuff.
I'm not going to be supporting anything he does going forward, but with what has come to light about him, let's put it that way. But but we didn't know in 2003 when I was watching Buffy. We didn't know.
Oh, exactly. So I mean, like, and that's where we do have to separate the art from the people making the art, right? Like
the art,
you know,
from the artist.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, we just even talked about Stargirl earlier, right? So like, I'm really leery now of anything Jeff Johns does, but
I see his name every time I'm like written by Jeff Johns. I'm like,
I know,
just slowly die inside.
Well, yeah, I mean, Batman Earth 1 Volume 3 just came out a couple of days ago. It's like, I want to read it, but it's like, I'm feeling gross about it. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's it. But I like Stargirl, right? Like, I like that show, you know. So yeah, it's one of those things. Like, we didn't know some of the things that we know, you know, now about different people and different things. But no, I agree, man. And look, even I, when we came home from watching Justice League for the first time, there's a video here, and actually I got two videos on the subject, because we got the original video when my family and I first walked in from seeing the movie. We saw the late night showing of it, and look, I was just excited to see my favorite heroes on the screen together. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't really critical of it. I wasn't really looking at it in that vein. And so like, I got a whole video where we stand here and we're just like, oh, it was awesome to see this character. It was awesome to see that character. It was awesome to see this and that. And then over, you know, a couple of years, you start kind of dissecting what you saw, and it's like, well, what did I see? And then it was funny because we just last year during COVID, my family sat down on our couch and we did a reaction video to our review of Justice League. And it's so funny because we just keep looking at it and just going, man, we were just kind of really naive, weren't we? We just really wanted it to be good, and now there's just things that we see, But look, everybody likes something different, and as long as everybody as long as everybody's positive about it, like that's look, man, I love. I mean, you were just showing your Superman, the movie, stuff. Like I love Christopher Reeve. The only time I ever have a disagreement with anybody is when like I get these people who come at me and they're like the only person who can ever be Superman is Christopher Reeve. Literally everybody else sucks. Yeah, and I'm just like, what?
That's just ridiculous because he wasn't even the first.
I know. Well, and the thing is even Christopher Reeve did not want to be the only person that people could ever see as Superman. He wanted other people to be able to come in after him and take the role, and and for people to accept other people. I mean, he basically passed the torch down to
Dean Cain.
No, not even Dean Cain. He passed the torch to Tom Welling. Like he went on. He was on Smallville. He did videos with Tom Welling, talking about how like he was this generation's version of Superman and stuff. And there's people who still get all upset about Tom Welling and don't think that Tom Welling should even be considered a Superman because.
I do remember when Lois and Clark premiered, reading an interview with Christopher Reeve, where they asked him, were you upset you weren't asked to do this TV show? And he said, no, absolutely not. Every generation deserves their own Superman.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. In fact, right here, I got a little baggie of Supermen that this is because I packed up stuff at my old office, and I still I don't know why I brought this in here, but I love a little bit of everything, and so I've got here. I'll show you guys this. Just waiting to go in my old office, or my new office, I should say. I got a little Christopher Reeve action figure there, and I love this action figure. I love this action figure. This is like literally one of my favorite action figures. I mean, I wanted this so bad when I saw this was coming out, because look, Christopher Reeve was the epitome of what this character looked like at that time, and I mean, and to this day, he still looks like he stepped right out of the comic. I mean, they made him to look that way. I like Brandon Routh as a person, but it's like, so here I've got, Brandon Routh Superman. I didn't think that I know a lot of people try to compare him to Christopher Reeve, but I don't see a lot of the comparisons that get made. But the thing is my thing is every actor who has ever portrayed Superman, from what I've seen, gets it. Like, they understand their responsibility as Superman, right? And the thing is, you don't have to like every iteration. Every iteration doesn't have to be your favorite. Okay. And I know that there's a lot of people who have issue with Dean Cain all of a sudden, because they don't like, they don't personally like his politics. But here's the thing. I don't watch anybody. I don't watch any TV show. I don't watch any movie for someone's politics. I don't care. I literally don't care about people's politics. When I watch Superman, I'm watching Superman. That's what I want to see. And I agree with you, Paul. I miss the S on the back of the cape in a fierce way. They need to stop doing this thing where they put the S on the belt buckle. I don't understand why they keep doing that. But yeah, no, that's just how I feel about it. And so it's like, I respect everybody saying, literally though, like what I've shared before, like when people come at me in a Facebook group and they're like, well, what they need to do is there's only one person who can ever be Superman, and that's Christopher Reeve. So whatever actors they get to play Superman going forward, they just need to use the facial technology to put his face on that actor. And it's like, what? I remember the first time I read that, I was just like, you have got to be kidding me, right? And
that's not what that technology is for.
No, but these people are absolutely 100% serious. And the thing is, folks, we got to get over that, right? And so for me, restoring the Snyderverse, and I know for many other people, to get back onto that topic, thank you, Zeno. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. For us, what restoring the Snyderverse means is simply because Zack Snyder had a 5-movie arc, right? It was supposed to conclude with Justice League 3. That was his vision.
Oh no, not the freezing.
Oh, he froze it.
Freeze? Oh, am I back?
You're back.
It's always when we try to make a point. You know.
I know, right? What's
I
the deal
hacked
with
him.
that?
I told
What's
you.
the deal
I
with
hacked
that?
him.
Oh my goodness. But so the thing is that for me, restoring the Snyderverse means seeing Zack Snyder's vision completed. Getting Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Justice Leagues 1, 2, and 3 done, or at least that story. It doesn't even have to be Justice League 2 and 3, right? Do it as an arc. I've even said, like, if you have to, I'd take a comic. A comic is not necessarily what I want to see, but to be able to get the story, if there's no other way that it could possibly be, I'll take a comic over nothing. I'd take an animated feature, to be able to see it. Whatever, if it's a HBO Max series, I'll take that. The thing is that Zach had a plan. The one thing that I keep hearing over and over again is, well, DC doesn't have a plan. DC doesn't have a plan. And it's true. They keep throwing things at the wall, hoping something will stick in their pursuit of Marvel. Like, there was a plan. I would just like to see how that plays out. And I think that many others would like to see that as well. Now, if there's something to the side of Zack Snyder's vision, like, for example, there's been talk about Ben Affleck getting a Batman series, that he had been writing along with some others for him and Deathstroke, with Joe Manganiello. I'd love to see that, right? I'd absolutely love to see that. Because I think that it's a travesty that we got Ben Affleck, who literally is just an amazing Batman, and we haven't seen a solo outing from that Batman. I think that's a travesty because he's been such, and that's it. So, but for me, when I talk about restoring the Snyderverse, it's not about, Joe. It's not about like the only versions of these movies, or these characters that can ever go forward are just Zack Snyder's vision. Like, somebody even asked me the other night, we were talking, because RJ was in here, and I was laughing my butt off because they were talking about how they think that the Marvel universe as it is right now is going to go on for another 30, 40, 50 years without change, without any kind of reboot. And I said, well, I don't think that's correct. But then somebody brought it back to me and said, well, Enosh, don't you want to see, the Snyderverse continue like that? And I'm like, no, I don't want to see the Snyderverse go for another 10, 20, 30 years. No, I would never want to see that, because I like seeing different incarnations of these characters moving forward. I like it when they reboot something and we get to see a different take on it, because we get to see stories that we necessarily wouldn't see in one continuity, which is, like you said, like when you watch Justice League, there are elements in there that are cool ideas, right? Like I'll be honest with you, Joe, like I like the idea of the kid interviewing Superman, right? And saying those things to Superman, like, you ever fight a hippo, whatever. And I've made fun of that stuff because it doesn't fit within that movie, within that continuity of the seriousness of having just seen Superman die. I think it plays too light given what the series had been. It's like it takes a certain series and then it just kind of takes stuff in a completely different direction instead of finishing out that. You could have that scene in say Superman and Lois, and it would fit perfectly, right? Of a little kid, coming up to Superman and doing that. There's some weird choices there. And so I think for the most part, when we talk about restoring the Snyderverse, people just want to see Zach get justice, pun intended, I guess, for that time. And then let's all move on, and I think doing this Flashpoint movie, Zach has even said that he thought that that's what would happen. I mean, if it had been left alone, we would already it would already all be done. Zach's stuff would have already been done, given the time frame that these things were supposed to come out. You could have done this Flash movie. It reboots. It moves on. They do something else. and and people move on. So that's what I say it is, and that's what most people, Joe, think of when they're saying restore the Snyderverse. They're not trying to dismantle everything that Warner Brothers doing going forward or act like it cannot never exist. There are fringe people out there who are just like, they want to see the whole thing burned down.
Snyder or nothing.
Snyder or nothing. But that is such a few and far between. And I think that I don't even think that that's healthy, because I think that it takes all types for sure. So that's my answer to that. Todd here with a $10 super chat says, Enosh, do you think the series finale of Quantum Leap was good? But that takes you in a totally different thing. When I first saw it as a kid, I did not like the series finale, but as an adult, I think it was a perfect ending to the series. Todd, I absolutely agree with that. As a kid, I was ticked off. In fact, I just watched a video the other day with Donald Belisario, who created Quantum Leap, and somebody did an interview with him, and he had a really good point. Was that of like what he imagined Sam in that series doing going forward and everything from there. And I'll admit, I was very frustrated, as well were a lot of other fans of the show, of the way that it ended. But the ending makes sense now that I'm an adult. And yeah.
It actually wasn't a final episode.
I know.
They added the text after the fact.
Yep. Yeah, because they didn't know that they were getting canceled or not, and so they just kind of wrote it as a season finale, with the idea that he would just keep going, and then they got canceled. And there's always like these talks that pop up every once in a while that they're going to bring the show back. I'd love to see a movie. I'd love to see a television movie. There's been talks about letting because he had a daughter in the show named Sam, who had similar IQ to him, and allow her to do it. Now though, if they had his daughter doing it, people would be screaming SJW.
Oh, yeah.
They're all trying to make a woman do it, whatever. And it's like, that wouldn't be the point at all, because they actually talked about doing that 30 years ago. But so it is what it is. But speaking of I want to get to this yes, RJ, we showed the Green Lantern picture. What did you think of the Green Lantern picture while I'm pulling up the picture?
Yeah, I thought it looked great. It makes me want to see the scene even more, though. Like, I'm just like, it's a great
scene.
Like,
Literally
please just show it to me.
Yep. It's I want to see it, man.
I love that show. The Highlander series, that was a great show.
What do you guys think of this? Speaking of the Flash movie and what they're doing with all that stuff, this came out today. We just talked about the possible crossover there with Grant Gustin, but this is apparently what people are calling a reveal of the new costume.
Yeah, new costume and the new logo for the movie, all in kind of like one thing. We got the Batman reveal a little bit ago, and now we got this. I mean, it's interesting. It's definitely a different type of suit. They're moving away from the metallic look from we saw in Justice League. It looks a lot like the concept art we saw at Fandom. It's got like that DC texture to it. We saw that kind of like the Superman suit or the Shazam suit, like the texture to it. It's kind of like that. It's got like the little lines everywhere. I guess it looks interesting. It's a suit. I don't really what else really there is to say.
Yeah, we don't really see the whole suit. We just kind of see this, but
I mean, it's the same thing they did for the Keaton's Batman symbol and all that. So I mean, wasn't expecting to see a full costume when they would reveal like a little teaser of his costume. I knew it was probably just gonna be like the emblem on his chest and all that, not too much more.
It looks kind of cool. I mean, if we're dining on Hamada burgers, who doesn't like crumbled blue cheese on their burger? I do.
I was gonna say, let me show you this. So this is the concept art. We've all seen this concept art, but I want to pull it up real quick for this movie. Oops. Everybody, okay.
I mean, it does kind of look like a hood ornament, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But here's the concept art that's based on. I mean, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, with the lines kind of going into the emblem, kind of, yeah.
So, I think it'll be cool. I'm glad that his suit is getting an upgrade. I've seen the Snyder cut suit, or the suit that's been there, since Batman v Superman, up close. That suit looks really cool up close, and I do like the fact that, like, even in that clip that I just showed of him being on the Grant Gustin show, like, Grant Gustin talks about, like, your suit looks very safe because it's got the plating, it's got the armor, it's got all that stuff on it. So it was kind of a nice new take on that it kind of talked about it, because it was actually made from pieces, it said, from the space shuttle, type of material and stuff, for reentry and all that stuff. Apparently, this new suit is supposed to be given to him possibly by Bruce Wayne. I hope that this doesn't turn into is kind of another thing with Tony Stark.
I was just about to mention that. Because the Just League suit's like the homemade suit, and it's like, oh, you're joining up with me. Let me give you a nice fancy suit, kid.
Yeah,
It's
you're gonna be
like,
the Iron Spider now.
So
nanotechnology.
So maybe Grant Gustin will be the voice of his suit.
Ah,
could you imagine that?
Oh my goodness,
that's what Ben Affleck's role is. He's gonna be the voice of the suit from now on.
Did you guys talk about that, by the way?
No,
No.
I read this. I read this story, RJ, 2 minutes before we went on.
Oh, okay.
Live. I'm actually going to do a story on it tomorrow night. So it's an interesting story.
I have many thoughts.
Yeah, me too. It brings up some interesting thoughts, because I think sometimes the lines get blurred a little bit between it being a kid's property, Batman being a kid's property, and sometimes talking about very adult themes with those things. And you guys all know I'm a big fan of seeing more grown-up themes, with some of these movies and some of these things. I'll give you my take tomorrow night. Okay. This is all kind of teasing.
Just a tease.
Little foreplay,
Whoa,
shall we say?
Whoa there.
More ways than one.
Yeah. little foreplay for tomorrow night's tomorrow night's take.
Pound it.
Yes. But yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, we'll get into that tomorrow night, as I'm trying to find my last little drop here before we go.
Just liking to tease everybody a little bit, just tickling it a little bit.
So there you go. But thank you, TTC sniping, for the $1.99 super chat. Much appreciated. But yes, tune in tomorrow night for Enosh's take on what that should mean. But yeah, no, I think that I think that this is cool as far as this picture, and I mean, it's all we got so far, right? So.
Do you think this means maybe, since we got a Batman suit tease and now this, that the next step would be a Supergirl tease?
Maybe.
Yeah. Very likely.
Because that's the one I'm kind of interested the most to see, like what kind of Supergirl design are they going for? So.
Yeah, I mean, maybe why not, right? Like,
I mean, I know a lot of people were talking about like what hair color they would go with and all that, and I saw that she cut her hair, so who knows if they'll do maybe a wig or if they'll do shorter hair with what she got now. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, and in terms of the costume too, it's kind of a weird question, but when you think about it, it's like, well, they're gonna do I don't think they're gonna go like the the standard look of like the skirt and boots. They're gonna go for something a little more sleek and modern. But it's like, how are they gonna modernize that costume in a way?
Gonna wear pants, and everyone's gonna lose their mind. That's going down.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I really did not like the costume that they came up with for the final couple seasons of Supergirl the show, to be quite honest with you. So I don't know.
I feel like Supergirl's costume's kind of hard to like nail in a way. It's like if you try and modernize it, you kind of like go too far in some steps, doesn't look right. You know, I feel like her costume's kind of difficult to translate into live action sometimes. If that makes sense.
It's hard to nail.
Yeah.
I see what you did there, Brian.
Sorry.
We all have ears. We all
Dirty
have ears.
Brian. Dirty
Dirty
Brian.
Brian. Now here's something that I because I was off this week and not able to talk about stuff. We got a new title for the new Aquaman movie. Speaking of stuff like that, so what did you guys think of that? The title of the Aquaman movie.
It's a title. It's a title. I mean, sounds like the title to an Indiana Jones movie. You know, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. You know,
right?
That's what it's called.
Yep, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
Oh Lord,
I don't know. Just got to see what this Lost Kingdom entails. I mean,
right, like it doesn't. I don't know.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. I'm not like a big Aquaman expert, so do you know any Lost Kingdoms in the comics it could be referring to?
I don't know. Where the I was gonna make an Indiana Jones reference for when he in Raiders of the Lost Ark when he takes that golden idol. I was gonna make a reference to that where there's this golden idol in the Lost Kingdom that they have to find.
Paul here says it's cool that it ties back to Zach's boards. You know, it looks like we got some prehistoric creatures in there, maybe. You know, maybe what is it? It looks like so. There's 7 there, so maybe it has something to do with the 7 seas. You know, uniting the 7 seas. We had kind of a tease like that. Yeah, Cherie here, kind of with that same idea. Isn't the Lost Kingdom the one of the 7 kingdoms?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to remember because Aquaman at that post-credit scene, they're seeming to like tease more of Black Manta coming back, and they got the whole stuff with like that other dude, the other character. I'm curious to see this. I am excited for Aquaman too. I mean, I love the first one. I don't know what you guys saw of that movie, but I really enjoyed it. So
I liked it. I really enjoyed Aquaman 1. So I don't know.
I've never seen a James Wan movie that I didn't enjoy.
Yeah.
I like his horror stuff. So
yeah, he does that great. Horror. All his movies, like I think he did Insidious and then the Conjuring universe. Great movies.
DL, was it the Lost Kingdom where he got the trench? I know they had to go through the trench to get there, but I don't know. Did they call that the Lost Kingdom? Rel McMillan here has something for RJ. Says the problem with the title is that it's not Matt Reeves, the Aquaman.
Oh, his name's somewhere in there. Don't worry.
He's saving the DCEU, guys. Come on now, cut the guy a break.
Yeah,
He's busy.
Yeah. No, he had to go through the trench to get that. Yes, Rel telling us. No, I was making an RJ joke. Yeah.
Joke received.
Joke uploaded and processed. Yes, we got the joke.
That is the one crappy thing about this movie, though. It's like there's the one thing hanging over this movie's head. It's not the movie's fault, but it is the Amber Heard thing, where it's like this thing. It's like a dark cloud of energy over this project that kind of sucks the life out of the conversation in a way.
Does she have a British accent? That's all I want to know.
They got to flip flop in between takes.
Yeah.
This might be wrong of me, but I'm just happy she's in it to make those Fandom Menace people angry.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I'm right there, kind of with you, man.
No.
Well,
yes.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, Johnny Depp's really not a saint. So I mean,
we all know that Amber Heard is the devil. She's the devil incarnate, and she's going to make this movie completely woke. It's going to be woke. It's going to be man-hating from start to finish. Aquaman will be known as Aqua Chick I'm sorry, that's not PC. Aqua Woman. By the end of it, yes, and all of us will be forced to respect women under the sea. And what else can I put here? Disney will do a tie-in with The Little Mermaid with Ariel, and they will rule the kingdom as a lesbian couple, as queen and queen. You heard it here first from Doomcock.
Are you gonna sing a song now?
let Doomcroc take over this one. It's gonna be an all mirror movie. We're gonna have like less scenes of Aquaman. It might as well be called the Mirror movie.
Oh, it's gonna be all taken over by Mira.
Oh yeah,
is that right? Future ruler of Earth. Okay.
I just wanted to mention I did catch the replay of the stream last night where you guys watched that music video. That was probably one of the most painful experiences I've ever had. Like my ears hate me now. They will never forgive me for the pain I gave them.
They were ringing. But
I have a friend. His name is RJ. He hates when I sing to him. But really deep inside, he really loves me and wants me to sing all day. Notice how it didn't rhyme because like half of that song didn't rhyme.
Hey,
don't forget you got to pull up the GarageBand app too. Don't forget that.
Oh yeah. Should I pull up a little GarageBand guitar?
Hey RG, I just wanted to mention that this was all for one of my therapy. My therapist told me to write that song. It was supposed to help repair my relationship with Ryan. So it's a lot of gain.
That's for Firewater. This would be if I wrote it on here. You know, it'd be like
love stinks. Yeah.
All right, now I gotta put some lyrics to it.
No, I just think it. My gosh, it's so dumb. It's just so dumb. You know.
It Incidentally, though, I did just think of a way that you can get rid of Amber Heard and still piss them off. You fire Amber Heard and you recast Mara with Brie Larson.
Ooh, no!
Ooh. Oh yes,
he's taking over everything. Jeez.
Yes, let it happen.
No, replace her with Kathleen Kennedy.
Let it rain.
I said, "Hey, what's going on?"
And I said, "Hey."
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the theme song for Aquaman 2.
What's going on?
It's just 2 hours of us going, what's going on?
So is this evidence that the new He-Man cartoon is indeed woke?
It's too woke. It is too woke. It's too woke.
What up, y'all?
It hurts. It hurts.
Does it hurt your heart?
It really does. Now, man, you just brought it up. You're triggering me now. Now I have to schedule another therapist meeting. Yeah. Have to schedule another meeting.
I don't think Cloud Chaser enters.
Yeah. What did you expect? Xenosh, he has all the clout.
I don't think Xeno understands the meaning of that word.
You want some Doomcroc's clout?
I don't want Doomcock's clout. His clout is not valuable in American currency. Maybe in like Canada.
No, the Canadians don't.
Like it's a massive thing, and so I want to see his thing.
No, like Doomcock's clout is like the equivalent of Canadian coins in the US. They're not worth anything.
But they're outdated Canadian coins. They're not even valid in Canada anymore.
I don't think you understand. He's got sources.
I exactly. Thank you.
This is true.
I get all my sources.
Okay, keep telling yourself that, Dawson.
And most of them are most of his sources are Ketwalski feeding him fake information.
All of my sources come from the Poindexter Lounge, so I know they're factual.
I wanna say something. I get all my sources from Ryan Kennel.
I feel sorry for you, sir.
Whose sources do you think are more valid, Ryan's or Doomcock's?
We got this covered. More reliable than Doomcock.
I think Ryan's would be more reliable than Doomcock's. Oh, did Enoch just yeet himself? This is Brian's show now.
No, this is Doomcock's.
Honestly, I was just gonna say I think the crap that
I think Doomcock heard us and he came for Enoch.
I hacked Enoch. I did it.
I was gonna say I think the crap that we take is probably more reliable than
Brian, you were too slow. You almost had the show.
It's all right. It's all right.
You were so close.
I mean, Brian can have the show anytime he wants. Like,
I'll keep hacking Enoch, and finally, the fandom of the Poindexter Lounge will be restored.
No, I don't know what happened there. I played that clip, and as soon as I came back, my screen was just black. I could hear you all, and I could put stuff up on the screen, but I couldn't. Yeah, I don't know. Geek Studio Magic 8 Ball is my source.
That's right.
It's also Doomcock's.
My source is Jesus.
True.
That's true. Doomcock is just he's so far gone, man. Like seriously,
I blame the helmet.
Well, here's my question about Doomcock. Do you think he knows he's full of crap, or do you think?
Oh yes.
I've never been able to figure out if like he was just playing the game for clicks, or if he's delusional enough that he believes his own.
Well, he went from having a small channel that nobody watched to all of a sudden he had sources, and then all of a sudden, it started growing. And it's a testament to like if you just make stuff up.
I mean, he is a villain.
He is a salty one.
I'm a bit of a Pollyanna.
Oh, he's a very hopeful villain.
Doomcock is very wholesome. He's a wholesome channel.
Yeah,
Probably one of the funniest things I've ever heard come out of his mouth is stay hopeful, but don't forget we need to stay angry as well.
Yeah,
that's the most contradicting thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
I'm like, did you just say be hopeful but yet stay angry? Like, which is it?
It's a bookend.
Yeah. Well, all I got to say is, and I never thought that I would agree with this guy, but
if you believe Doomcock's rumors, that's great. I don't. If you,
I'm starting to like have a crush on Jeremy.
All right. Thank you for coming.
Right.
Saggy. Goodbye.
All right. Thanks, Saggy.
Here, give me like 2 minutes. I'll take Saggy's.
Oddly enough, that's the second person I've heard say that tonight.
What? Who's the first? No.
I know he's married, but he's a handsome guy. At least give him that.
Saggy, weren't you the same person who said that Mecha Random 42 was also attractive?
Listen, just because I don't have good taste doesn't mean I still don't.
Does your butthole itch?
No, it does. Actually, it does a little. I blame the Poindexter Lounge 100%. I stand by that statement till this day.
I think Saggy.
Why are you bullying me, Enoch? I feel bullied. I feel like I'm being bullied. Why? Because I said Jeremy's cute?
I knew it as soon as it left my mouth.
It's because I haven't dropped any horrible takes yet, so all the bullying is going.
I just clearly dropped a horrible take by saying I'm crushing on Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. God.
All right, say something bad, RJ.
Yeah, RJ, it's your time
to
shine.
You drop that, RJ?
Yeah, come on.
I don't know. I really don't think I got much like tonight. I don't know. There's not much I really gotta say.
Listen, Doomcock told me that his sources said that I had a crush on Geeks and Gamers, and or Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, and his sources are never wrong.
Oh, I think.
What are you looking for, Enoch? What clip are you looking for right now?
I'm not. I'm just listening. I'm just listening to you dig a deeper and deeper hole.
I get all my sources from RJ. RJ's the true source of my content.
Enoch, can you put in a good word? Can you put in a good word for me with Jeremy? Like, hey, I know you're married and all, but like, side chick.
It's okay if you think Jeremy is attractive. I do not.
I like this crazy Joe guy.
Here's the thing. I never took Saggy for a home wrecker. This is new to me.
Justin.
Listen, I'm not a home wrecker. I'm just an addition to the home.
Later, he gets the rebound, passes it to the man, shoots it, and boom goes the dynamite.
Why are you like?
I don't wreck homes. I'm just added to said home. I've been trying to get you. Listen, listen.
Do you need a permit for it? Is it like an add-on kind of thing?
I've been trying to get Enosh and Tiff to just take me in, and they're thinking about it. It's a thought.
Whoa!
I can still call Enosh out for eating the meat, and he'd look at, well, you ate the meat too. Okay, but that still doesn't negate the fact you also ate the freaking meat.
Oh man, I don't know what's going on here anymore.
I'll never get the context for
This
that.
is why when I wait to come on the
1:30.
stream till all the serious talk is over, because I know I'm just gonna come on and derail.
It's the same thing with Jarbo. Jarbo comes in, is like, hey, dildos, yeah.
I keep thinking I should go to. I keep thinking I should go to bed, but this is too entertaining.
Right.
By the way, I see you, Tony. Mwah.
Yeah, after midnight, we're gonna let it all hang out. You know.
I guess so. Jeez. So Aquaman 2 is coming out. Title's been announced. There it is. It is officially the Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Filmmaker James Wan has revealed the Aquaman and Lost Kingdom will be the title for the upcoming sequel to his Aquaman movie. Wan shared the news on Instagram with a logo that has a less colorful and more serious look to it than the first film. I don't know about that, because this is the exact same kind of color palette that was there for Aquaman with all he was like surfing on a shark or whatever in the first one, and has all the fish behind him. So I don't know that it's that much different. Jason Momoa, Amber Heard, Patrick Wilson is back. I think that's interesting. That they're actually bringing back Patrick Wilson. I think that's kind of cool.
Is Patrick Wilson one of our great underrated actors? I feel like he should be like a big leading man.
Yes.
He should be. He's
great.
He's absolutely amazing. I love Patrick Wilson.
Awesome in The Conjuring.
Just watched the latest. Have you guys seen the latest Conjuring?
Yeah,
I don't do scary movies.
Yes.
I actually thought the movie
I'm with you,
was
Saggy.
disappointing, but
Solidarity.
I didn't think the movie itself was that great. But he and Vera Farmiga, they carry that franchise.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
I mean,
for sure.
I would say within the first scene, like, I mean, I'm not gonna say anything about what the scene is, but you could tell, like, with certain aspects, there's like a lot of CGI, and it just doesn't make sense. Like, it almost looks like there's a tornado going on in the house. I'm like, what is that for? Like, isn't this like, come on, this just doesn't make sense. Like, that wasn't in the first or second.
I was a little disappointed in this one that it didn't set up anything for future installments, because each episode in The Conjuring so far, like the actual Conjuring ones, have set up something else. Like you had the nun, you had the crooked man, you had all these things, and like this one didn't really do that.
Apparently they did.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what IGN was saying, that this one led to future installments. But then watching them, like, I'm kind of confused. Like, maybe they're gonna do something with like these occultists and stuff, with all the stuff like that. But I just don't get it. Like, I was confused with what IGN was saying with that.
The director Michael Chavez said that they did have a scene with a ghost that they thought would lead to a good spin-off, but it was decided that the scene was too redundant, so they cut it.
Oh, that is interesting.
I mean, I don't know. Does the weird like chick come back from hell? Like
she was creepy. I gotta say,
I thought she was a spirit. Dude, to be quite honest with you, man. Like I was like, what the heck?
That was like the freakiest part of the movie. She just like I had to Google her after the movie. Like, there's no way. Like, she's like she looks so tall on that. I Googled her. She's 6 foot. I'm like, she's like tall. I'm like, man. I don't know. She was the freakiest part of the movie. Just like, her outfit and just like her stance and all that. Every time she was in a scene, it was freaky.
Isn't it weird though how lately for all these big Warner Brothers movies that have released so far this year, we keep hearing about these cut scenes. Godzilla versus Kong had a lot of cut scenes, like a lot of the plot stuff. Mortal Kombat, now Conjuring cutting out stuff. It seems to be like a worrying trend going on over at Warner Brothers right now. This them cutting out a lot of stuff in their movies.
Yeah, just. Disappointing,
Careful.
I guess.
If they hear you say that, they're gonna cut you out, RJ.
It's fine. I don't want to be a part of that place anyway.
Did he not freeze again, or is he just being really so? Oh, gee,
no,
you
I'm
can't
here.
stop doing that. It's so weird. How did a man stay
See,
so
DL,
still?
I disagree with this, DL. I felt that they did a great job introducing the nun.
The
I
movie
really, I liked the nun. I liked actually how they introduced the nun in The Conjuring 2, and I liked how then they went back and told the story of that one. I mean, Annabelle, great.
Yeah, I liked Annabelle way better than the nun. The only part of the nun that I really liked is how at the very end, I mean, it's an older movie, like 2018 or 17, but at the end it connects to The Conjuring 1. That was like, I didn't like the whole end battle scene, kind of like it was kind of a little cringy to me, but I liked how it connected to the first Conjuring. That was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And the best Annabelle movie, Annabelle Creation, directed by David Sandberg, director of Shazam. Favorite superhero movie, Hands, lightning from my hands, lightning from my hands.
That was a very strong movie for sure.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think all of the Annabelle movies do a really good job in telling that story. It's a very good cohesive story. What the heck is she got on here?
Clout Crusader.
Do you have 4 arms?
Yes, I'm a healer.
What?
She's harnessing chakras.
Yes, I'm here. Let me place my hand on you and heal you.
Yeah, she did a healing stream where she acted like a prophet trying to heal everyone from the drama or something.
Let me turn on my diffuser. Let's all enjoy some essential oils.
Enosh, do you need healing?
Let's heal.
Yeah,
Listen, I tried to start a cult. It didn't work out.
Last time you tried to heal, it devolved into madness.
Well, you guys weren't feeling the energy. I was trying to pass it along and share it, and you guys were just not helping.
Yeah, it tended to churn up the bad feelings, instead of healing so much.
Nobody was healing with me. It was just a waste of energy, and it made me sad. I mean, for God forbid I try to start an actual cult and no one's on board. Jesus.
I'm sorry, Saggy, but when you stream, I'm usually at work, so it's like I'm like, Saggy's on. Oh man.
It's okay, Brian.
It's over.
We'll do another healing stream.
Hold on. Say, ask Brian the question. Has he had a bad experience with the fandom recently, or whatever question you asked?
Oh yeah. Hold on. That's what my healing stream is about. So Brian, has a fandom hurt you? Has a group accepted you and then shunned you? Are you in pain? Do you need healing?
Currently, not so much.
What the freaking crap is going on here? There can only be room for one cult leader on this program.
I beg
it is I, Doom Dexter. Go back to your little healing hole and know that I, Doom Dexter, am the only one true cult leader here.
Doom Dexter, do you need healing?
Look into my eyes. I will destroy you from within. And then make you watch Zack Snyder's Justice League. That will bring about true healing.
With Destrucity.
I like what you're selling me, but
I have nothing to sell you.
Your mask looks like a pair of panties.
Hey, I wanna.
Hold on, Saggy. Do you not disrespect the Ultimate Warrior like this? That's disrespectful.
Can I take us to a callback here and ask what's under the hood?
You hushed him. You literally hushed him. He doesn't know how to process it. He's just like, wow.
This would be a set of circumstances where I wouldn't mind what's under the hood.
This will be my last appearance on the Point Lounge.
Took away his confidence. He took away his confidence.
Listen here, Saggy. Maybe you should invest in some better support, if you know what I mean. You're so saggy. Maybe it's not the melons that are the saggy part, apparently.
Sir, I would love to know why you stole your grandmother's bathrobe and put it on your head.
I would like to know why you haven't had this condition with 4 arms looked at.
Hey,
she's
channeling her inner Goro. The more arms, the better.
I healed and then I sprouted 2 extra arms.
Did you not watch Mortal Kombat, dude? Goro.
Plus it's called a regular mouth. Look into it.
I just want to say real quick. This is my therapist. Actually, I wanted to introduce her. I didn't want to expose her like this, but yeah. She's been really helping.
That makes a lot of sense considering Doom Croc is up to his old crockiness.
So Doom Dexter, does this mean because you're wearing your grandmother's bathrobe that she is roaming around the house naked right now?
Oh boy. Did he freeze or is he just like dead silent? I don't think he knows that. Thank you. Okay.
He's frozen.
Meanwhile, poor Crazy Joe here is like, what am I doing here? I regret every life decision that's led up to this moment.
Saggy, you wouldn't know Frozen from your cold innards.
Mhm.
right.
You wouldn't know
Oh, man.
Frozen if Disney made another one.
What was that? Were you saying something?
No.
Were you saying something? Did you have something to say?
Yeah.
Too bad. Oh,
wait, where'd she go? I needed her. I need to talk to her about my relation with Brian. I need to repair.
He was like this.
Oh,
He's
well,
like,
you're gone too.
he's like, unlimited power.
The heck is going on here?
I already got canceled once.
I swear, you come up with
cancel
one
again.
cult leader, you come up with a good idea, and then look, all of these wannabes pop up right here. I mean, come on, for God's sake.
But I'm a
No,
healer.
I will make another song. Mark my words. I'll make another song. Don't make me. I will do it.
Can you write a song about how Alex Kurtzman's being fired?
Can you write a song about
No.
Doom Dexter's panty mask? That'd be a great song.
I will do it. But
you gotta
if
stop disrespecting the Ultimate Warrior like this.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop being a fence sitter or whatever you're doing here.
Yes.
RJ.
Make a song. Join my cult.
Really?
Join my cult.
Oh no. He's got-
Saggy doesn't know her face from a hyena. Saggy needs to be healed because she's got the personality of an enema. Gotta pick the right
Can you
key
start
here.
talking about how Star Trek is dead? And
Star Trek is dead because Saggy killed it.
Alex Kurtzman and Akiva Goldsman and all the other producers on that show.
I swear to God, everyone just is honing in on my action nowadays. I haven't pulled out Doom Dexter in a long time, and next thing I know, all of a sudden, everyone else is doing it. They're all into my shtick now. What am I supposed to do? I don't even know anymore.
Now we need
now
we just need TW to bring in his Mike Zero and
you know, Doom
and we'd have
Dexter. The mask was supposed to cover your mouth, not your eye. You're doing it wrong.
Where I am, everyone is fine. Apparently where you are, there's still a disaster going on because you're still talking.
Okay. Okay.
disrespect
Well, I
my
feel
therapist like
like
that.
there is an old naked cold lady in your house. You should probably give her robe back.
You're not in my house.
I mean, I'm not, but again,
You never know,
you're
she
wearing
could
a
be.
grandma's robe. I mean, I could be, yeah. I'm a healer. I'm everywhere. My energy is everywhere.
Your
Doom Croc
energy
is also
yeah.
there.
Mhm.
I'm watching you.
I sense your energy is very negative.
Yeah, your enema personality, yes, is 100% accurate. Thank you. She's always pushing me.
Zeno is the devil.
That is a great. That's awesome. Yes, I love that. Anyways, what did you hear this? Did you hear this one? I feel like I'm Jay Leno now. Did you hear this? Have you heard about this? This new thing?
We're adding more cult leaders.
Apparently, the Nightwing movie is still on.
But who's gonna
By
be
the way,
Nightwing?
Saggy, guess what? This
What?
movie, if this movie ever actually gets made, this
Mhm.
movie will totally blow away Blue Beetle.
I believe that as well.
Yes, because no one cares about Blue Beetle but you.
I want
would.
this movie to happen.
I
just
would
wanna
care
s-
about Blue Beetle if it was Ted Cord.
I just want to say something. I think they're gonna recast Nightwing, and it's gonna be Brie Larson. That's what my sources tell me. I truly believe it.
I made it in 2 seconds. Don't judge.
I don't want to know what Matt Reeves is thinking about doing to Catwoman right now.
All depends. Is he a hero?
He's something. I think he's a little split on the idea.
Brian, what the heck is your friggin' profile picture?
That's the Ultimate Warrior, the man you were disrespecting.
You don't know who the Ultimate Warrior is, Saggy?
I couldn't see it up. I couldn't see it. It was small. Okay.
That's what she said, yes. Now he's big. Yes, now he's very large.
I taught them well. Now, I have a question. Did you wash the panties before you turned it into a mask, or are those just dirty panties?
If these are panties, if you think these are panties and it's a hard surface, I would hate to see yours, ma'am.
You used a lot of starch. Maybe they are dirty. That's why they're sturdy like that. I don't know.
Hogan.
Hogan. Anyways, yeah. So apparently, this is still happening. The Nightwing movie is still a possibility. It says a movie based on DC Comics titled Nightwing was first announced back in 2017. The title adapting the story of Batman's first Robin, Dick Grayson, falling out of his mentor, Bruce Wayne, and also going solo, making it on his own as the new hero, Nightwing. Chris McKay has long been attached to helm the project, and in a recent interview with Cinema Blend, he said the film has not been canceled, unlike some other DC projects like New Gods and The Trench. Comparing Nightwing to The Trench, whatever, and he still wishes to do it one day. He says, "I hope it's still a reality. I hope that we still get to make that movie. As far as I'm concerned, it's not lost yet. It is obviously something that they've had other priorities, they've had other challenges, they've had things that they needed to do, and I think that they found their way." I think their recent successes and the stuff that they are planning on doing now, I think it opens the door for us to still be able to do a Nightwing movie. Whether you call it in an alternate universe or you pick in their multiverse version which universe it's part of, there are different ways into it. But Nightwing is a big, action-packed, emotional movie. It may not budgetarily be similar to what we do with the Tomorrow War, but from a scope and skill standpoint, as far as the kind of action and the kind of heart, that's what Nightwing is going to be all about.
I really hope it gets made. I think Chris McKay is a talented director. They had Bill Dubuque, who wrote The Accountant, doing the script. So I think if it did get made, it could be something special. It's up to Warner Brothers to get their heads out of their butts and do it.
About effing time.
But they're not doing it right now, saying they're saying it might still be a possibility.
You shut your mouth.
I'm letting you know, though. It's probably not going to happen.
Where is your relentless positivity here, RJ?
Right,
You're really letting me down here, man.
He's
really
very
going out of your role tonight. Jeez.
Stay hopeful. Stay hopeful and
Stay hopeful, my friends.
I mean, where's the faith, buddy? Where's the faith?
Why should I have faith in a studio that's let everyone down?
I really need to know what the heck that is on your head, though. Like, what is that? Is this
You
random
sound
fabric?
like me.
It's a mask, Saggy.
No, I'm talking about on your head. Your mask isn't on your head. I'm talking about that little shiny bathrobe looking thing. Yeah,
It's not a bathrobe. It's literally a piece of cloth.
For what? You just had that laying around?
Yeah, Saggy, have you ever watched the show before?
She got indoctrinated into the cult. That's what he was wearing.
Yeah, I know that, but I didn't know what it was.
Have you ever, Saggy? Did I ever induct you into the Snyder cult?
Yes, you did with that thing, but I didn't know if it was a robe or not. I always wondered. I just never asked.
It's not a robe. It's just
okay.
It's just a
it still looks
shiny-
like something an older woman would wear.
Well, because that's why I put it on.
I knew it was like a tablecloth kind of thing because when everyone came over to Enosh's house, they had that stretched over the table.
Yes.
That was a tablecloth.
Yeah.
Why is it so like shiny and looking
so
like it's
warm.
silk?
It is kind of silky. That's what
Because he wants to be like the crab at the end of freaking Moana. Be shiny.
What? Oh my god, please. Y'all gotta be screenshotting all this, please. Screen cap it, please. For the love of God.
I gotta turn my OBS on. Hang on a second here. I'll get the whole thing.
Oh, we got Jarbo now.
Mr. Jarbo in the house.
A magical Jarbo appears. Hello, Matt Jarbo.
Yes.
How are you today? Do you need healing, Matt Jarbo?
No,
Has-
but
has
I need to
has a
understand
fandom hurt you, though?
Warner Brothers thinking though about Batman and Catwoman. I feel it's a little bit too Puritan.
We're talking about that tomorrow. We're talking
tomorrow.
about that tomorrow. Yeah,
no
we're
one's
talking
going
about
to
that
care tomorrow, Enosh. No
Yeah,
one's
they
going to
will.
care tomorrow
Yeah,
about
we're talking about that
Batman
tomorrow.
and
talking about that tomorrow.
Catwoman.
It's
I talked about it on
actually
my
good.
stream. You guys should go check it out.
It's actually going to be a subject tomorrow.
I don't know.
That's gonna be a subject for you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I actually kind of want to hear Enosh slyly talk about that situation and be like, "Yeah, no, I get it." You know, like, and he'll be like, "No, I get it." Wink.
I just want to say in response to that
You want to know what I think about it? You
is the
really
hero.
know what I think about the idea of Batman going down on Catwoman?
That's why I pay you the big bucks.
That it's apparently a thing. Hold on a second. Should I write a ballad
not a
about
thing.
it
It's
like
not a thing.
Doomcock?
Well, yeah,
Yes,
Desi
right.
said no.
Here,
Said
here,
no.
here. Put the face up. Put the face up while you do it.
Hold on.
This is gonna get dirty.
Oh, it should actually be in a minor key because it's about sex. This is the ballad of Batman and his relations with Catwoman. Does a hero do sexual things on the rooftops of Gotham? I don't know. Look, here's the thing. Who cares? Who cares? Batman got it on with Batgirl in the movie The Killing Joke.
Oh, it was a Killing Joke.
He actually had sex with Batgirl. Harley Quinn raped pretty much. We're literally just talking about this guy right here, Nightwing, right? And if you watch that Harley Quinn and Batman movie, Harley Quinn basically has her way with Robin.
It was consensual.
And let's not. And let's
He
not.
gave in.
At first, yeah, but at first he was fighting it off. What's H Bars with $2 super chat says Matt hates iCarly. Shame him.
Let's not forget, Catwoman is not the only Bat villain he's had relations with. He also gave the Joker a reach around.
Hello. He has a whole ass child, y'all. Hello, Damian Wayne. He's a whole ass child.
But that's okay. So I'm trying to find the article. I'm trying to remember who did the article. I had it up. Maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow night too. For those people who tuned out because they wanted to see my take so bad on.
You can head over to Hollywood After Dark and get a whole hour of it.
It's not an hour long. It's not to me. It's not an hour long thing here. I'll pull it up.
Oh, dude, we talked about Michael Douglas. We talked about Red Dog beer.
What does that have anything to do with whether or not Batman should have?
Oh, because there's a history. There's a history with it, man.
I get the Michael Douglas connection. I got that.
Yeah,
I get the Michael Douglas connection.
We're talking about you got to have you got to have safety, right?
An air
and
of realism.
Did Batman so the question that becomes, did they do this because they're prudish, or did they do this because they were trying to protect Batman from getting mouth cancer? It's a question, you know what I mean? And that's the kind of thing that I think that's the kind of reality I'd like to see Zack Snyder dive into in Justice League 2. So, I
just want to see where DC's outrage is to try to take down all those porn videos about Batman and stuff. I mean,
well, no, I think actually, believe it or not, I actually think this opens up an interesting dialogue because it's like, well, wait a minute. The Harley Quinn show had a lot of sexual content in regards to female characters, right? Between Harley and Ivy and a lot of that stuff. But when it's a male character, suddenly that's not okay.
No, it's not that it's a male character. It's not that it's a male character, RJ. There's actually a documentary called "This Film Is Not Yet Rated," where they go into the fact that the MPAA will give any movie with a female getting an orgasm or having an orgasm, they'll give it an NC-17 rating. But if a man has an orgasm, R rating. But if a female is shown having an orgasm, it's an NC-17 rating.
Well, that's what I mean, though. Like, there's like a hypocrisy when it comes to sexual content in media that I think is actually.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's it's very I'm like the female orgasm is not a myth. DC superheroes are a myth. The female orgasm is not a myth. I've seen it, like that quote from Waterworld.
I just want to confirm, being the only female representation on this panel, female orgasms are very real.
There you go, guys. There you go. Confirmation from the source.
We have
from
different
the
ones.
source.
We have different ones. We have more than just one.
I guess my point is that if
Yeah,
it's
right. You have the outer and the inner. Yeah. That never gets talked about enough.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, should you get the picture I sent you regarding this topic?
Did you send it on Twitter?
I sent it. I DM'd it to you.
Let me see.
Are like children, like if children you have is like another notch on your belt. Every child you have is like, yes, I did that.
I guess my thing is like, well, wait a minute. This is a
It was so good
show
it produced
for-
a full adult. It's just kids all came out full grown. They were never babies.
Oh man. Well, I guess my thing is like, it's a show for adults. Why do people care? Like, why did the execs go, oh no, you can do all this other stuff, but that no, you can't do that. That's bad.
Because God forbid a woman
get it.
What?
That's
Get
pretty
it?
funny.
Get it?
Oh no.
There you go. There you go. Alf understood.
The fact that people even remember Alf, this just shows how old we are.
Nah, what?
Alf was such a good show.
That was one of those shows I wasn't allowed to watch as a kid.
Well, they had a lot of very sus.
But by the way, shout out to Black Ops who had to go. By the way, but here's my thing about this. To me, this is a non-story to me because I think it's just dumb.
dumb.
I think it's a dumb concept. I think it's a dumb thing to be brought up. First of all, but I don't think that it's a story that needs to be even explained in here. For those of you who don't know, here is the story. Apparently, DC nixed Batman's sex scene in Harley Quinn series because heroes, quote, don't do that. Batman has canonically speaking had sex. He has a son, and he was at least once engaged to Catwoman. But there are limitations, and the creators of the Harley Quinn animated series on HBO Max ran into that barrier, according to a new interview with executive producer Justin Halpern with Variety. It's incredibly gratifying and free to be using characters that are considered villains because you just have so much more leeway, Halpern said. A perfect example of this is in the third season of Harley when we had a moment where Batman was going down on Catwoman and DC was like, you can't do that. You absolutely cannot do that. They're like, heroes don't do that.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
There are a lot of men, and I'm assuming.
Well, let me just put it this way. This is why this is dumb. It's 2021, right? Look, you don't want to do something, fine. If we're talking from just a normal standpoint of normal human beings do this. This is something people do. If you live in a world of your own where you don't do certain things, that is entirely up to you. You have the right to not do or do whatever it is you want to say, or do whatever it is you want to do, and you have the right to refuse to do whatever you want to do. But let's just say this: this is a cop out to say heroes don't do this. Whatever. That's
dumb executive talk. Yeah.
That's a dumb statement to make because. Yeah, they do, and I know someone who will tell you that probably that heroes are the ones who do this.
You are a hero if you do this, man. Just saying.
That's what I'm saying. That's
You
what
are
I'm
a
saying.
hero.
Do you know what's-
Ladies will probably tell you that you are a hero if you go ahead and do this.
Do you know what's really weird? In like the first season of Harley Quinn, there's a scene where Dr. Psycho makes a comment where he says like, only weak men do that.
I
That's
wonder. I wonder how the DC would feel if it was the opposite, right? If it was reversed, if it was Catwoman doing that to Batman. I wonder if they'd be. I wonder if they can. They would say,
No,
well,
they wouldn't. I guarantee they let that scene go by.
Of course, you know why? Because she's a villain, and villains do that.
Well, so I love the question here. It says, so Halpern and his team shot back asking if heroes are just selfish lovers. No, it's that we sell consumer toys for heroes. It's hard to sell a toy if Batman is also going down on someone, DC execs told Halpern. First of all, shut up. It's not hard to sell a Batman toy. Okay,
Well,
you know how I freaking know that it's not hard to sell a Batman toy? Because all that McFarlane Toys makes are Batman toys. We're giving away one right now this week. So this Wednesday we'll be giving away this Nightwing Joker figure, thanks to Benson's. But you know what? So you got that. Guess what? It's not hard to find a Batman toy. Hey, there's one right there. Huh? Yeah. Oh, guess what? There's another one right there. Oh yeah. Let's see what else we got. Oh, you know what? It's Batman related. There's a Robin toy right there. Let's see. Here's Dawson's freaking Batman toy right there that I still got to send him. I got a whole freaking pile of other Batman toys over here. Good God, there's so many Batman toys in this room. I don't even know what to do with anymore.
Here's the thing, though. They're all about, let's protect the children, but they're not making toys off of this cartoon anyway.
They're not going to make the going down on Catwoman Batman.
No,
I mean, is
the
that
Funko Pop.
McFarlane's?
It'd be a Funko Pop.
Is that a Funko Pop series? Like, I don't know, the going down on Catwoman. That's dumb. It's just dumb. It's a dumb statement. It's a dumb thing to say. And to sit there and go, well, we can't sell toys if Batman's doing that. Well, you're still selling Harley Quinn toys. And what do you think Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy did that weekend on Themyscira?
Bow, chicka, wow, wow.
Okay, same exact act. You're still going to sell Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy toys, aren't you? Do you think most kids are even going to see that or understand what that is? It's just dumb. But no, so if we sell consumer toys for heroes, it's hard to sell a toy if Batman is also going down on someone, DC execs told Halpern. The interview does note, though, that Halpern said that DC has been supportive throughout the production and allowed them to push the envelope repeatedly. The truth is that Batman is one of the most profitable, if not the most, superheroes on the planet. It's one thing to let a comics writer suggest the characters had lovers and another to put him in a raunchy situation. Why is that raunchy? I don't understand why that's raunchy. It's not like, whatever. We could go, but this is not $3 theater, so we won't go down the routes of other situations that it could be.
Batman won't go down either, apparently.
Yeah, apparently not.
And
I was PG.
I was PG, you know. I mean,
we don't have Batman giving somebody a rusty trombone here. What?
Whoa, Enosh.
We're not giving Cleveland Steamers up on the rooftops of Gotham. Okay,
Excuse me, sirs.
Yes.
They could.
This isn't two Bat Family, one cup. Like, let's be honest here, okay?
They could 100% still sell Batman toys, but they'd just be sex toys. It's fine.
Oh wait! Hold on.
Batman.
Yes. Hold on. I know. Hold on. Etsy.
Oh dear
God. There's
H Barts with a $2 super chat says Matt was talking about Quaker Oats on his stream. That's because Matt's old.
No,
that's Matt's breakfast is Quaker Oats right there.
We were talking
with a little bit of cinnamon when he gets a little.
We were talking about the puritanical upbringing. From from the Church of England and the people coming over here and stuff. Anyway.
Okay, keep telling yourself that, Dawson.
Here. All right. Here.
I'm not bringing up whatever it is you're gonna. If you think I'm gonna trust you to bring up,
look, you can look at it yourself. It's an Etsy listing. All right.
That doesn't mean anything. There's a lot of stuff listed on Etsy.
It's a clean Etsy listing.
Enosh, look at Matt Jarbo's face. You can trust him.
Ryan Hart, hold on. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Ryan with a $2 super chat says, "How do you think the MPAA should be reformed?" Look. I do think that there is a clear you do need to be careful when it comes to some of this stuff, right? Like you do need to be careful when it comes to some of this stuff because there are kids watching this stuff. And so I do agree that like there's a difference between suggesting because even with Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, it didn't show them fully going at it. So like what did that scene entail? Is Batman like fully masked in between Catwoman's legs? Or like, you know what I mean? Like what is going on in this scene to suggest they
cosplay action?
I'm just saying because we've already seen him half naked on the rooftops of Gotham with Batgirl, right, in other movies. So I'm just telling you, I don't know what the issue is here. Like, what scene did they really suggest doing? So, Ryan, I don't know, man. I feel that some of this stuff should be looked at, right? And talked about like how they judge certain things are bad and aren't. I mean, some of these ratings are ridiculous. Some of the ratings that some things get. Dear God, I
was going to mention. Do you guys?
What is it? I wish I could see it before.
Hold on,
I see what it is. I see what it is. No, there's no way I'm pulling that.
Come on, it's fine. It's fine. It
it's
doesn't
fine.
show.
Is it fine? Is it fine? Is it fine? Are you
perfectly legitimate listing for a $60 item with a bat symbol on it. It looks like a door stopper.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you going to model it for us? Are you going to model it for us?
No, because Matt? I'm not into that kind of stuff. Saggy might. Who knows what she's into? But I mean, to say you never know. You're denying. You might be denying your guest the opportunity to learn about herself. That's.
I'm open to it.
Oh no! But
I'm scared.
And let's be honest, I'll do anything for super chats.
I don't think I've seen Jarbo on cam on this.
Was that you?
Yeah.
Was that you?
Link it to me, Jarbo.
All right, I'll link it to you. I'll post it in the private chat.
I'll just say this: you do suck. You don't pull it up. You pull it out. That
I was gonna say. You mean like at the beginning of Army of the Dead?
There we go. Yeah, see,
Okay,
that's all it
let me
is.
take a look.
That's all it is.
It looks like one of those things that holds your cell phone in the vent.
Yeah, it looks like one of those vent cell phone holders.
That's a bum plug.
It's $60. You can get, I believe, free shipping.
We're all adult. That's $60? How big is it?
It's an album cover.
This is going to be the first ever episode of the Poindexter Lounge age restricted and blocked worldwide or something.
Well, it's handmade. It's from silicone. But here, look at the description here. No, butt plug. Butt plug. Butt plug.
No, You Do Suck said it's $60 seems expensive. So I mean, I am wondering why it's $60. Because if it's big, that makes sense.
All right, there we go. It's handcrafted silicone. Yeah. It's handcrafted silicone. There we go.
You're right, H-Barts. We are here because everyone's parents did something. Look, I am not a prude in any way. All I'm saying about this is I do understand the idea of it being Batman, and you have to be careful with how you portray certain characters. But I think it's dumb because if you could say that one character has sex, I mean, my gosh, they showed in Superman 2 Clark and Lois in bed together, in that silver whatever that was, that silvery suspended bed at the Fortress of Solitude. I mean, they were getting on. They just showed Clark getting in a bathtub with a naked Lois Lane in Batman v Superman, for God's sake. So I don't know. I'm just curious what this scene actually was. You know what I mean?
It was probably like the same scene with Batgirl and Batman on the roof, where it just was implied that they clearly got freaky.
I don't know that it's implied, because I don't think that if it was implied, it would be that big of a deal.
So are you in support of the bat plug? We didn't really get the answer to that.
Look, whatever you want to do, man. I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah, inquiring minds want to know, I guess. I mean, you know what? You could, Saggy, if you're looking to like start an OnlyFans, potential there.
Good enough drinks. Well, go play with your King Shark.
I don't think I would want that anywhere near my butt.
No, Lord have mercy.
Don't
Definitely
ruin
not.
King Shark. Don't ruin
Oh,
it.
my stars and garters.
It's all like hand, mouth, butt.
King Shark is a shark.
Look at that. Look at that fist. It's just right in there.
Oh, God.
Jarbo, please.
He's like, this toy is now dirty. I can't.
No, I'm just saying his teeth are ribbed for her pleasure.
Is there
Like
a
a,
pouch?
like
it?
a corn on the cob. What can I say?
Did no
just
one
smell his
he
fist?
smelled his fist. Trying to make sure nobody was in his house.
Batman always uses protection.
Bad
Do they
condoms.
have bat lube?
Bad condoms.
Well, you know how I know DC's a bunch of hypocrites? Do you guys remember the comic book Batman Damned? That adult Black Label comic?
Oh, right, where they showed the bat penis.
Yeah, they showed.
I mean, it was an outline. Of his, yeah, it was just
okay.
even
So
in
you
the
know,
wind.
so here's a great point. That's an actual comic book. Did that? I mean, you showed a penis.
They canceled
You
it.
showed
They
Batman's
canceled it.
Penis. They didn't show
canceled it.
Batman. They didn't.
No, they
there's
showed the
pictures of
penis.
it.
They showed the outline of his penis. Yeah, they showed the outline of his penis like a couple frames, but then they canceled it because everyone was
King
like,
Shark's gonna
"Oh,
King Shark's
no
gonna
one-
eat something.
no one can handle."
They brought
that.
it back though. They brought it back though.
Oh,
well,
they did? Okay.
apparently, Catwoman can handle it.
Well, yeah, but Catwoman's also fictional.
I mean, Catwoman handled it. If you know what I mean.
I wonder if King Shark was the one going down on Catwoman if they would have canceled the scene.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh, could you imagine like Ron Funches's voice?
Well,
I don't know about you, but I'm just saying this tastes like tuna, and it's not that bad.
There's a joke somewhere in there about the fact that sharks can smell blood in the water.
Oh
from,
yeah, yeah. He's all. Oh, I see. There's a buffet nearby. Ooh, I'm feeling pretty good.
H Barts with another $2 super. Yeah, H Barts with a $2.
I like
super
Ron
chat.
Funches.
Says,
I think he's really funny.
Matt is a man of culture. He's a man of something.
Yeah.
culture.
Well,
Well,
Matt
it's
must
funny
feel
though.
like being on camp
Well,
today
no,
and
it's the
loving
funny
it.
thing about
Batman
the whole-
Begins and ends in 10 seconds. This is not the Matt Jarbo version of Batman Begins.
no, please, it's 30. Let's
Want to
get
know
it.
what's so
30
funny
seconds.
about this
Okay,
whole
30
thing, though? This entire thing was a passing line in an article about animators getting creative freedom and like the exciting future of Harley Quinn season 3. They were making a joke at. Yeah, it was an article about animation in the industry, and like it's a bright future for everyone.
I didn't even read the article. I just read the snippet.
That's what I'm saying. Like everyone focused on that
Rim
one
shot,
thing.
Angie.
Dun, dun, dun,
Cool.
dun, dun,
Because no, if you read the rest of the
dun.
article, they were super positive. They've been supportive of us. They're
Oh, yeah,
working
no,
really
yeah,
hard
yeah.
on season 3. They're
So-
loving it. So
I actually want to know, and nobody asked him this, which is really weird that nobody asked Matt Jarbo this, but Matt Jarbo, why did you happen to have that link handy for that bat plug? Why were you searching for it, Matt Jarbo? what did you search in Google for that link?
Why are you sniffing your mic? That's a good question too. At least I sniffed the action figure. Right?
Well, because the key is you got to get in with the nose, right? You start off on the nose and then you work to the beard. Anyway, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. We're talking about other things. We had talked about this on a Boulder Talk Radio a long time ago. We had mentioned we'd gone to Etsy in search of weird sex toys, and we found the Batman butt plug. So that's how I knew about it. I don't personally own one, and I don't plan on it. So, but I think it's funny.
Does anyone in your house own one?
No.
I just want to know, while you were on that search, did you come upon the vajankle?
Huh?
Hold on. I'm still on Etsy on another window here. Hold on.
I really, really, really hope there's no children watching.
You're not going to want to bring up a picture of that one.
Vajankle. Oh, is that the foot with the?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen that.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I've seen that. It's made for people who love living around Vancouver, British Columbia.
Jarbo knows things.
If you guys know that joke, it's not even really a joke, but if you know the historical context of what I'm talking about, it's even funnier.
Guys, that's why Jarbo fell down the stairs. He had the bat plug in.
What? Yeah, because not having lights on in a stairwell is
That's a likely
I was
story.
distracted from my prostate being milked by a butt plug. and that's why.
No, maybe
likely
Well, hold on. Maybe
story.
someone dropped it all on the floor and he Well, hold on. Maybe
story.
someone dropped it all on the floor and he slipped on like a banana peel.
God,
That's
well,
a
if I had
likely
the butt plug in, wouldn't that make it feel better? Because I would just hit, you know, you go, right? It's just the whole thing is just.
I think this is a sign that we need to end the show soon.
Oh
What?
my!
You have met Jarbo and me on a stream together. What did you guys expect to happen?
Did they have a Green Lantern butt plug? Hold on, now I have to look.
Well, after 2 hours here at the
He's
Poindexter
gonna look.
Lounge,
He's going to look too. No, Enosh just holding it in his hand right now. You don't have to.
All right.
I got one too. I got one too.
Wait. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
So it's not a Green Lantern light up butt plug, but on Amazon for $17.09, you can buy a light up anal plug, which will shoot out green. So if you are in the position of wanting to make it like, you know,
A light show at your butt? Yeah.
who's the gay Green Lantern?
throwing some
Alan
Pink
Scott.
Floyd, have a good time.
Who?
Alan
Who?
Scott.
Alan Scott. So if you want to cosplay as Alan Scott.
And H Barts with the $2 super chat says NC-17 Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Oh, that already exists. It
Brian
already
is
exists.
Brian is dead. We killed Brian.
I can't laugh, man. It'll hurt my back too much.
I'm
know
just
what'll
saying,
fix your
it's
back?
hard.
It's hard. No, this is great. I'm
You
laughing.
know what'll fix your back, Brian? A glow in the dark Green
Sure it would.
Lantern butt plug.
Sure it would.
Make you sit right up straight and give a good show.
Well, I figure you put some Pink Floyd on, you know, turn the lights off.
Some
Little Dark Side of the Moon, you know.
It's the dark side of something, yeah.
Yeah, the Dark Side of the Moon.
I just
None
wonder
of
what
us
like.
are ever being invited back again, are we?
No, that's me. I clearly am not gonna get invited to get the link. He sends me the link and he wants to, he knows what's gonna happen when I
I
come on
feel
in.
like when me and Jarbo on a stream.
Yeah,
together, it's like we
I sent
pushed
you the link
fee.
knowing we were going to be talking about bat butt plugs.
I came in and derailed everything, so that's all good.
Well, to be perfectly honest, Black Ops was doing some foreshadowing earlier today. He's like, yeah, Matt Jarbo comes in, starts talking about dildos. I'm like, oh no.
Oh, just ask Loop. Yeah, he said that. He
Oh,
said
boy.
that on my stream before.
Oh God, I hope Wayne isn't
you
watching the
guys,
show.
come on, don't be so prudish. If you guys want to like get into the hardcore of the hardcore, you
No,
know,
we don't. We're
spend
good.
some time. I've seen stuff.
I'm
I
good.
feel like me and Matt Jarbo need like a stream where we just talk about these things.
Like,
It
oh, the
wouldn't be on
crazy stuff that I,
YouTube.
the
It
crazy
wouldn't
stuff
be
that I
on
see.
YouTube. I'll tell you that. You had to go
Well, no,
somewhere
you
else.
can get away with a lot on YouTube. The key is not like don't show it.
Thank
you
you,
know?
H.
sex
Barts. Thank you,
education.
H. Barts. Thank you, H. Barts. Appreciate that right there. That $2 super chat.
Yeah.
Bradley with a $2.99 super chat. Thank you, sir. Says point triple X for lounge dawn of bat plugs.
I feel like Just Ass League is an actual title to a porno.
Yeah, I think there's more than one.
Now we know
Well,
what Zach's been
there's
up to for the last couple of years.
They tend to milk those for sequels, if you know what I mean.
Stella, you're absolutely right. Stella, shall we get educational here?
There's lots of shots of them milking it, Brian.
Stella, I freaking
Every
love
scene
you.
ends with a shot of them milking it.
There is something to be said for the prostate gland. And
Is it? Has anyone seen if there's like a Last Jedi porno like
Nope.
adaptation where it's just nothing but green milk?
What the fudge? Oh my God, Jarbo! What the fudge?
Just imagine like this.
Jarbo, why? Why?
We live
It's
in a
like-
world where the Ninja Turtles version exists, so I don't doubt it for a second.
Like I feel like Jarbo's like goal.
Pound it.
Jarbo's goal is to like come.
I was 5 when that
You
came
watch
out.
Seinfeld,
Okay?
Is to see how much he can say before Enosh just breaks his
It's like a
brain.
lot of different tentacles and like massive stomach.
Oh
I
no.
can get all the tickles, all of them.
Oh no.
I knew it as soon as it left my mouth.
Oh no.
Johnson is sexist.
Butt plug. It's a great It's great. You good, Enosh?
All right, I think I'm gonna go now. I think I've done my part.
Hey, I want to show you the coolest song intro I ever wrote. I'm going to start with one finger on the G string. You're going to grab the G string and slowly slide it down and pull off the G string, and then get your hand on your D right there. Now, while your hand is on the D, you want to start sliding your pinky into the A up here. Okay, after you've slid your pinky into the A a couple times, you get a nice open A like this. All right, now the song gets a little strange here. All of a sudden, there's 4 BBCs that show up. So we have BBC, BBC, BBC. On this last BBC, I'm going to bend, so that's going to be a big bent BBC. And that's all warm up to get to F.
That was actually the best way to describe the situation.
Does your butthole itch? Does it just ache? Do you walk around all day wishing you had a different butthole? Well, now you can. Available at Walmart for a limited time only are scratchless, scentless buttholes. Don't be self-conscious about your hole anymore. Go to Walmart, get a new butthole, and start your new life today.
See, it's a conspiracy. You know, they sold the butt plugs, and now that's why they made that commercial, because they have a nasty after effect.
And all of a sudden, because Enosh, you know, you're gonna get Google like alerts now for like Batman butt plugs, right?
Yeah.
Like Tiffany's gonna be going like, "Honey, what's this?"
Yeah, that's
Like,
why.
Jar-
That's why.
You'll be like, you'll be like, Jarbo brought it up.
That's totally why. That's totally why. That's totally why we'll get those.
He's like, I don't have those at home.
You know, I didn't.
Let me just say what happens in the lounge after the cameras go off when I turn the camera off. It gets mighty dark in here.
I'm gonna get some Jeffrey Tubin action in here. Is that what's going on?
Oh my God, I can only imagine Enosh just stands up and it's just like waving in the wind. I thought the camera was off, you guys.
I almost did that on your show once. I told you I almost did that on your show once.
Yeah.
One of the first times I ever went on Matt's show, I forgot that I was still on the air, you know, and so we got done talking, and I was in the backstage area still just watching the show, and I was like, I got to go to the bathroom. So I got up and I think go in the other room, and like, you know, I get done peeing, and I'm like, oh crap, I was holding my phone the entire time. I hope that I didn't like point that down, and like all of a sudden Matt's like watching me take a pee, you know.
Now that's live streaming.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
But
H Bart's here with a $2 super chat, says we went from Cartoon Network to Adult Swim.
Yes, we did.
Yes, it was something. It was something for sure. And then, oh my gosh.
All right. On that note, I am going to go because I have to get up early in the morning, but I just wanted to come on in for a few and have a little bit of fun.
Well, you know, you have to get up early in the morning. You probably helped some people get up early tonight. Oh
yeah, I got the new haircut. I'm all like, I'll just like take off the shirt and go over to my
I wasn't really thinking that was why they got up early. But basically, you showed them,
you know, I mean, look, I've got that kind of voice. You know, I've gotten the compliments from time to time.
I mean, listen, I was there, and then Jarbo came on. Now I'm flaccid.
You know, speaking of real quick, Ryan Hart with the $5 super chat says, "Welcome back to Jarbo says the darndest things." Tonight's subject: Batman. What does he do in the Batcave?
Ryan, you were literally on my stream with me.
Where does he get all those wonderful toys?
Ryan called into my show though. He called into my show tonight.
We answered the question tonight for the Joker. He gets all those wonderful toys from Etsy.
We didn't talk about the butt plug over on my show, but we talked about Red Dog beer.
Thank you for saving that little nugget.
Yeah. I wanted monetization for my channel. That's why I can
literally, thank you for saving that little nugget.
Classy, okay.
Yes,
well, it's we talked about Red Dog beer. Have you guys ever heard of Red Dog beer?
Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones was the voice of Red Dog.
Well, they had the because if you turn the logo upside down, it looks like Batman is going down on someone.
Oh,
so it's like that was back in the 90s that we knew about this. So HG Matt likes to watch. Well, you know, sometimes. I mean, we're all voyeuristic to an extent, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on, everyone. Like, I mean, we watch YouTube and people just like record from like inside their own fishbowl. So anyway, I do gotta bounce, but hope everyone had a good time. Remember, folks, don't spend your money here. It's no good. But come over to my show where it's gladly accepted.
I don't know. You're getting your money's worth tonight. So there you go. There you go. Look, like I said, look, all joking aside, all kidding aside, I get it. Like I think there's a fine line between where we talk about these as cartoon characters and as comic book characters, and then where we talk about the adult side of them. That's not to say that I don't think that we should never explore those sides of them. But I mean, I would have to see like what is the context of that scene with Batman. Is it played just literally for Batman? Like we just happen upon Batman and Catwoman, going to town on each other. Like, like I don't know.
Much like the sailboat in Mallrats, you have to relax your eyes. But yeah, you could totally see it.
Hmm.
I'm looking at the Red Dog logo.
Okay. Music Man says my butthole was itching earlier, so I may have to go to Walmart later. Apparently, they have stuff on Etsy as well that can maybe scratch that itch for you. Also, here real quick, Rel, what's up, Rel? With a $4.99 super chat, says Matt Reeves, the butt plug, a dark, edgy noir film is going to save the DCEU.
How's that one going to work out, RJ?
Yeah, RJ, do you are you positive about that one, sir?
No comment.
we're gonna take that as a yes. I'm gonna take that as a yes. Yes.
Well,
I agree.
him and Kravitz got it on, so I mean,
you do suck. I mean, it says I think DC is just being anal about this situation. You're probably right.
Jeez. If you need me, I'll be putting this in the Batcave.
And by the Batcave, I mean my butt.
I'm spelunking.
Speaking of butts, what's this about a peacock? What's going on?
He's so trying to steer it in another direction.
That's what she said.
Else, please.
That's what she said. She's trying to steer it into a different direction and apparently found. Well, never mind. Okay, so I don't know if this is going to be much better for you, but Ted gets a Peacock prequel series. You guys like Ted?
I love Ted.
I'll be honest, I have not watched those movies. I mean, they're on my radar. I wanted to watch them. I just never got a chance to when they were coming out.
My favorite scene in all of the entirety of the Ted universe is Michael Dorn at the comic book convention dressed as a Klingon.
Mm-hmm.
Saying effing nerds.
Right?
That was like the best part. I was just like, yes.
I love Azteca's comments. Like, is that Matt Jarbo, the bear?
Yes. Yep, that's Matt Jarbo, the bear. Pretty much.
Hey guys, I gotta take off. I've got work in the morning, and this is my second late night in a row. So
all right, buddy. Well, hey, thanks for being on, Joe. Hey, Joe, you want to tell everybody where they can find you, and we can and we can plug tomorrow night's show.
I get what you did there. Yeah.
My.
Yeah. Well, first of all, thanks for having me again. I appreciate it. It tells me I didn't screw up too bad last night, but I can't say the same for tonight. So let me apologize for my part in tonight's shenanigans. But yeah, you can find me at Megapodtastic here on YouTube, Megapodtastic, and Megapodtastic all over the social media. And tomorrow night, every Tuesday night at 9, I do my live stream, which is called Crazy After Dark. And I believe I am under the impression that my guest this week is going to be Mr. Enosh. So
the butt plug. No.
Yeah. So tune in tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern time, and I don't know. We'll see if he shows up.
There you go. All right, man. Well, hey, it's good having you here. Yes, Tiff is doing great. I just ordered a bunch of great stuff off of Etsy, and Tiffany's laid up for a little while. She ain't going to work, so we're going to town.
Lord have mercy! I came back at the wrong time.
No, you came back at the right time. You came at the right time. That's what she said.
I had to heat up the cinnamon roll. Yeah, cinnamon roll.
That's what he said. Yeah, you
All
gotta
right.
glaze the cinnamon
Later,
roll.
buddy.
All right. We'll see you later, Joe.
Good night, everyone. Thanks for having me.
Have a good night,
Yeah.
man.
I don't.
I don't even know what's happening on my own stream anymore.
That's
You know
what
what,
it takes a lot to get kicked out of here. You know what I mean?
We're gonna glaze this cinnamon roll real quick. All right.
Oh,
So
good Lord.
Ted is getting a. I'm excited about this actually because I like the Ted series, Thunder Buddies for life. What can I say? I'm surprised they're finally doing this.
Did you guys like the first movie more or the second movie more?
First movie probably, but the second one, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, the second one's funny too. It's just, it has that typical, first movie introduces you to all the characters, so you have that moment with it. But the second one is really funny as well.
I just want to know if Mark Wahlberg's coming back or not.
This movie is an insult to Bostonians, by the way. And I say that because Mark Wahlberg is from Boston, and his accent is bad. Like, Seth MacFarlane isn't even from here, but his accent was a lot better. So I was quite disappointed. No, it was a funny movie. I do like the Ted series, but it was funny. And trust me, anyone from Boston, everyone in Boston loves the Ted movie, mainly because it's in Boston, and we don't see much activity. And by the way, fun fact, Seth MacFarlane loves New England, which is why most of his work is set in, like, New England, like Boston. Family Guy is Quahog, Rhode Island, the New England area. So,
well, the spirit of Massachusetts is the spirit of America.
it is. That's true. That's a fact.
That's from Family Guy. That's from Family Guy.
It's a fact, though. It's a true fact.
Yeah. But I doubt probably Mark Wahlberg will come back. It'll probably be something else. My guess is because this is a prequel, it'll probably be him. I don't know. Do you put this with a teenage version of Mark Wahlberg? Maybe, I don't know. Part of what makes those two movies work is actually the chemistry between Seth MacFarlane and Mark Wahlberg. So I don't know. But it says Seth MacFarlane's Ted films are coming back as a live action TV series for Peacock. The streaming service has handed out a 10-episode straight to series order for a prequel about the foul-mouthed teddy bear, with MacFarlane near a deal to return as the voice of the character. NBC Universal Entertainment content chairman Susan Rovner pitched the idea of a Ted revival with MacFarlane, who then suggested the prequel concept. MacFarlane is also attached to pen the script and executive produce the series, but it's unclear what format the series will offer, with it rumored to be a multi-camera comedy. The pair of Ted features grossed more than $750 million worldwide. MacFarlane is currently at work on the long freaking delayed third season of Fox turned Hulu dramedy, The Orville, which he created, stars in, and showruns.
Why has it been delayed so much?
Because it got held up forever over at Fox, and then Fox decided to send it over to Hulu, and then it's because it's a high concept thing. Have you watched The Orville?
No, but I've heard of it. I've seen
Okay, listen. If you watch The Orville, it will blow your mind that it was actually done on TV. Because some of the special effects are some of the best looking stuff. It looks like cinematic special effects, and the storyline was awesome for both seasons. And it was a great show. It is a great show.
Yeah, I was just wondering if COVID delayed it at all. I wonder if that's what
maybe a little bit. I mean, maybe a little bit that might have had something to do with it too. But it's just, I don't know. They hadn't announced anything for a long time, so I'm just glad that they're making it. Peter Rabbit's Defender with a $4.99 super chat says Ted 1 is overrated AF. Oh wow, and I don't laugh at any joke at all. Ted 2 is criminally underrated and so funny. Heck, the NYCC's fight scene is pure gold. It is fun. I like Ted 1. I like both the movies.
Ted was hilarious, the first one. By the way, yes, I did see the comment that Seth MacFarlane was born in Connecticut. That's why he loves New England about. We do not accept Connecticut. Just so you know, we do not accept Connecticut. Sorry, Connecticut.
Now who's gatekeeping? Oh.
We do not accept Connecticut.
So Peter Rabbit's Defender. I'm glad that you like A Million Ways to Die. I don't find that movie that funny, actually.
No,
that movie was hilarious.
I don't like that
A
movie either.
mustache. A mustache. Oh, come on, that's funny.
I'm with Enosh on this. I didn't think it was as funny as it could have been. I was disappointed.
I love Seth MacFarlane. I love Seth MacFarlane, but I just don't. I think that movie, I don't know, it suffers from something. I don't know what it is. I can't really quite put my finger on it. But I personally don't think that it's funnier than
The Back of the
than
Future joke
Ted.
is funny at least. I
Yeah,
love that
yeah.
part.
There's funny parts in it that are definitely there. But like Tiffany and I went to go see it, and Tiffany absolutely loved it, and I was like, yeah, it was good. I'm glad I saw it. I got a couple chuckles out of it, you know. But I was what it was.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. I just saw something and I'm just sitting there in my head like, I don't know how you would respond to that.
Yeah, right.
Like,
the super chat.
Yeah. Like you spent $20 to ask that. I mean, bless your heart, but I don't know. I don't even know if that's a troll.
So Todd, so the reason why Todd asked this is because Todd leaves several comments on a lot of my videos that basically talks about the Snyder Cut, and Todd is not a fan of the Snyder Cut continuing. He doesn't see any way that will ever happen. I don't even really think Todd is even open up to the possibility that it will happen. And Todd also will say the same thing over and over and over again. Leave like several comments of the same thing on several videos, and then also like we'll go on about how Zack Snyder should direct a Marvel movie and that he'd be perfect for Marvel because Marvel is the gold standard. That is why. So I understand the question why Todd is asking that. Todd, I would put it back to you. If you feel like a troll, maybe adjust that. I like you, Todd. I think that you're nice. I like Todd when you're in here in live chats because I think that you have conversations. I sometimes think that you copy and paste the same comment. So I don't think you're a troll. I think that there's probably people who if they go through the comment section of some videos and they see your same comment, they may consider you a troll because that's kind of what trolls do. But I don't consider you a troll. Yeah, I don't consider you a troll. I mean, I like you, Todd, and you and I have had conversations, and you have had different conversations here in chats, but
Todd, I have some good news for you.
Oh no,
the Snyderverse is going to be restored.
It is
Blue Beetle.
Not because
it's gonna save.
Todd, I will tell you this. So. Let me put it this way, just with what we just got talking about, it's like only having half of the item in the place that it should be. Doesn't quite get the job done, does it, Zaggy?
Oh.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy looking at whatever you're drinking. What were we saying? I'm sorry.
I was saying you only have half the information correct, so it would only be like having half the Batman item installed. Doesn't quite get the job done, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Doesn't quite get to the point.
But how do you know that?
Because Blue Beetle, nobody cares about Blue Beetle in the greater span of things.
Wayne T. Carr.
I understand that. I understand. But Wayne T. Carr told you to your face that it was not going to save the DCEU. We all like Blue Beetle as a character, like as somebody who could show up and be a part of the DCU. But he is not. He is not. He was not tired. He was very fully aware and of sound mind when he told you and put you in your place that
he
Blue
was in his
Beetle
PJs. You were wrong. He said he was in his pajamas. He was tired. He did not know fully what he was saying.
Oh, dear Lord.
He did not know. Look at this beautiful man. He did not know. He was tired, Enosh. He was delusional. He was hallucinating.
He was in his PJs.
So anyways, Todd, that's what I'd say, man. Todd, I like you. Don't ever think any different. there's a couple of people who come in here and you ask me, some people ask me these questions, right? Like if I consider them a troll or whatever, or do you get on my nerves? You don't get on my nerves. You don't get on my nerves. Now, Todd, I'll be honest with you. Like when I see that same comment again and again, I just kind of chuckle and I'm like, there's Todd again. Like trying to say something because like it doesn't bother me. People who think that there are plenty of people who do try to troll me and do try to come into my they'll send me a message, via DM, or they'll comment on something and they think that like they're going to put me in my place as far as the Snyder cut, or the Snyderverse or whatever. And they're going to tell me something like I've never heard before. And that's going to somehow put me in my place and make me change my mind. It's not. Because here's the thing. When I know what I know versus what you know, kind of changes things, doesn't it? So there you go. So I see definite ways that the Snyderverse can continue, and you know what? I think it's just a matter of time. But we will all have to wait and see what actually proceeds. All right, so that's what we will do. Hans here, what's up, Hans? With a $2 super chat, thank you. Just tell RJ to stop playing softball all the time. RJ,
I prefer playing basketball.
RJ,
I'm not a big softball fan.
Well, I don't know. I know you like juggling balls, but
what's wrong with that?
Burn. Nothing's wrong with that unless you're RJ.
Don't kink shame RJ, bro.
What's happening right now?
He's kink shaming.
Leave RJ alone.
RJ, defend yourself.
I'm laughing, dude. Hans and Zeno are giving it to RJ right now. It's like, oh man,
they want to give it to RJ.
I think we need to clip that. Hans and Zeno are giving it to RJ right now. So there you go. Here's Todd again with another $5 super chat. Says, I do want the Snyderverse to continue, but I don't see it as realistic. But I'm not against it. Well, that's good to know, Todd, because that's something I did not know from your comments. I would have taken it that you did not want to see it continue. So I am glad. I'm glad that at least to know that now. I mean that does help me see things, your comments in a different light. But yeah, there's you got to remember, folks. We had 4 years of the Snyder Cut movement. 4 years of the Snyder Cut movement. We are like 2.5 months into post Snyder Cut right now. People can't. I think people are putting too much into like they expected like all the answers to come right now, and that's just not going to happen. So things have to take time. And honestly, now with the Discovery changes, you guys are just going to have to. Everybody's going to have to be very patient. Is all I will say. Oh my gosh, Cylon Scotty up in here. Blue Beetle will save the DCEU. Confess your sins to Saggy and accept the truth.
Thank you, Cylon Scotty. He is a true believer. Scotty's true believer.
Actually, Scotty's trolling you.
No, he's not trolling. He is part of the Blue Beetle Society, and we will.
You mean the Blue Beetle cult?
Listen, mind your business. Anyways, Cylon Scotty, thank you. Blessings to you, Blue Beetle. Blessings to you.
Oh my goodness. Peter Rabbit's Defender with a $1.99 super chat says, 1,000,000 Ways to Die has one of the most satisfying endings ever. How does it end? It's been a while since I've seen it. I might have to check it out again. I might have to see it again.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. Just trying to see what else.
Oh man.
Yeah, Green Lantern Corps will save the DCEU. It's not even in the DCEU.
That bad true.
No, what's funny though? So the Batman Earth 1 graphic novel came out. They did like this, they did the bio blurbs for Jeff Johns and Gary Frank. And Jeff Johns' little bio blurb said he's hard at work writing the script for the Green Lantern movie coming to the DCEU. And I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about? There's a Green Lantern Corps movie for the DCEU? I thought it was a TV show. Yeah.
Weird.
You're talking.
Yeah, look it up. Look up. Like he's credited. It's like, oh, he's hard at work writing the script for the Green Lantern movie. as we speak or something.
Who knows what Jeff Johns is doing these days? Jeff Johns is probably, I don't know, probably juggling balls right now. And that was not a softball statement, Zeno. RJ got game.
I don't even know.
What game did you get?
The game of life. I don't know.
Get lucky in the game of life.
All right,
Saggy, you're getting them Spanx. I didn't realize they had an issue fitting in their
She
pants.
said she's gonna go on Etsy and hook those boys up. So like,
yeah.
Yeah,
Hans, listen, Hans, you should be scared of someone from Boston because here's the thing: we are not afraid to F you up. Like, we will go to jail, but that still won't negate the fact that you got effed up. So keep playing.
Yeah, Jeff is selling the bat plugs on Etsy. That's what Jeff is doing.
Hans, be scared.
I'm sure it's pretty lucrative. I mean,
listen, Hans, the only thing I'm afraid of Chicago is the loose used needles found all over your streets. Thank you.
Oh man.
Chinky Sphincter wonders if Saggy, if you can give him a spank.
Of course.
That's what they like to call a Chicago
Spanks for everyone. Spanks for everyone.
Spanks for those who want them.
This is getting out of control.
You're getting out of
I'm starting to wonder. I'm starting to wonder what kind of Spanks these are.
The good ones.
That's the same way you know me.
I don't think I want to know.
Just the same.
Yeah, the gloves are coming off because
you are one lucky brother.
If she's gonna spank you, the gloves are coming off. She's gonna spank you gloveless.
Oh man, it's coming down.
She's gonna spank you gloveless.
Raw spanks.
Wow.
So we got
Raw
stinks pinks and raw spanks, huh?
I'm done. I'm leaving.
Can't do this anymore.
Can I be excused? I'm leaving the Poindexter Lounge.
Geek Studio says, "What I walk into, it's Spanks giving." Spanks all around from Saggy,
featuring Stinks Pinks.
This week's giveaway: Spanks from Saggy Melons.
Oh my!
Oh my gosh! H Bart with another $5 super chat says, was watching Kenta versus Misawa earlier tonight. 40 minutes of pure great wrestling.
Yeah, New Japan Pro Wrestling, man. They got some great stuff over there. Great catalog of stuff you can watch.
Heck yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, folks, so apparently tomorrow night I don't have to talk about Batman getting it on with Catwoman because
So what have we learned today?
We broached that subject this evening.
we crossed that plane. We crossed that plane.
What did we learn today at the Poindexter Lounge, ladies and gentlemen? Matt Jarbo's crazy.
RJ
88 miles an hour will make you go back in time.
Hey, Saggy, are your Spanks 88 miles per hour?
Maybe.
Oh my god, I'm not even looking at like what Saggy has up here. What the heck?
See, even Batman spanks people.
Now, here's something you should have had a long time ago. Oh boy, what a picture. Eek, put me down, you caped idiot. You costume creep, you. Ow, I kind of like it. No.
Why is he taking a picture?
That's actually Matt Reeves filming the Batman.
Oh man,
we're taking it back to the Silver Age, folks.
Gotta get back in time.
What? I found a relevant picture to the topic of Batman.
Should have put up the Superman one. The Superman one.
I got the Superman one. I'm trying to find it here real quick.
Well, why did DC not be mad at the spanking Batman?
Because it was the 50s, Seg. You can get away with a lot of stuff back then. You can't now.
Yeah, you could smack your secretary on the ass.
Does anyone even know what comic this is from?
Batman.
Yeah,
No, but like which issue?
That would be
the spanking one.
I don't know.
That's why Google reverse image search exists.
The spanking joke.
Well, hold on.
The
It says, hold on.
spanking joke. The spanking joke. Oh my god.
That time
All
Batman.
right.
The
We're 3
title. The
hours
title.
The
The
killing
title of
spank.
this. No, the title of this picture is that time Batman spanked his way to love.
No, this is the spanking
love.
night. The spanking night.
The spank night.
The spank night returns.
The spank
No
night.
guns, no killing.
Gosh, what is it with these guys with Batman v Superman? Dawn of spanking.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Look
Oh,
here.
it's from the Brave and Bold issue number 64.
God dang, that's got to be a very powerful spank. I'm just saying.
I know. Dang, it's like, well, this is the same woman, but like when Batman doesn't do it for her anymore,
Unless
she
it's
goes
Jane
by-
Fonda. She's got buns of steel. So
when she crashed into my Superman robot guard, my X-ray impulses. He's feeling impulses to X-ray his Superman robot spanking a woman right now. I love how her shoes like half coming off, her heel is like coming off. My X-ray impulses are guiding the robot. What is going on here? So that she gets a well-deserved spanking. I'll see that the fortress proves to be the last home in the world she would want.
some 10-year-old kid reading this going, yeah. Oh.
Yes, tonight we learned that Matt might try to steal my 4K. We also learned that bat plugs are $60. We learned that RJ needs Spanx to learn some hardball.
I play plenty of basketball. Like I said, I don't know where the softball thing comes from. I'm not a softball player.
New show coming to Croc Plus: Stinks, Pinks, Thinks, and Drinks. New reality show coming to Croc Plus. I don't know that I want to see the ad for that one.
Is Guy Fieri hosting it? Like Diners, Drives, and Dives?
Oh my gosh. Peter Rebs, defender of the $1.99 super chat, says Django comes to revenge those racist a-holes in AMW2D in the West. And that's right. It's been so while. It's been so long since I've seen. Yes, Jarbo's always been crazy. Nothing new there. So are we asking to restore the Spank Mocker cut of Batman Forever?
Oh, Lord. I mean, if you're gonna put nipples on costumes, at least be.
Well, you got the scene in that movie where the Riddler grabs his crotch. Remember? So
at least don't be gender specific about it. That was supposed to be a baseball reference.
Into the spank of it.
So what I'm saying is release the cut with Alicia Silverstone.
Hey now.
Costume nipples.
Zack Snyder's Justice spanking. That's 4 hours of that. Holy cow! I don't know. That's a lot of spanking. Does Wonder Woman Invisible spank?
I don't know if I can get past the Themyscira part of that one. Then
I don't know. You know, I feel like Superman has so much spank that you'd have to like reserve some of that and like put some of that away in the spank bank.
Listen, if
you wouldn't be able to sit down for a week.
I feel sorry for
See what I did there. See what I did there, Brian.
Yeah.
If Henry Cavill was a real life Superman, I would 100,000,000% sacrifice myself to get spanked by him. 100%. Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that. Say we really.
I don't think anybody was asking.
Yeah.
Well, you never know who's watching the Poindexter Lounge.
That is very true. That is very true.
I know he's happy. I know he's very happy. I hope he's happy. But if you ever become a superhero in real life, Henry Cavill, please kill me with your Spanx.
Well, I think the only woman in the DC universe who could handle Superman Spanx would be Wonder Woman.
This is true.
I mean, maybe.
It would go off like a shotgun through her back.
Dude, it's gonna be an earthquake. What happened? Well, I think Superman and Wonder Woman are getting freaky because
Learned something new about Michelle tonight. She says I would have read more comics as a girl if they had gone this route with the kinkiness.
I think a lot more people would
hey,
have.
Michelle. Yeah,
We're talking like 50 Shades of Batman.
50 Shades of Batman. It's my fortress of solitude. It's my fortress of solitude, ladies. Yes, welcome.
Well, if you read about the creation of Wonder Woman, that guy was a very kinky man.
Tis true. She had a magic lasso for a reason, folks.
Isn't
There's a movie
being
about
tied
that.
up by a man too?
So a guy that I know who's very, shall we say, conservative, a friend of mine came to me one day after a church service and told me that he had watched that movie about the creator of Wonder Woman. And yeah, he was a little taken aback.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's just, you realize the guy was very eccentric, to put it in a certain way.
Well, it wasn't Wonder Woman's original weakness being tied up by a man.
I think so. 3 Spank Theater, like that. Okay.
Oh man.
Spank of Steel.
Oh, we're still on the Spanx topic.
The Spank Dexter Lounge.
I'm about spent on Spanx.
I mean, we can get you back into the game if you just,
Yeah.
let it happen.
Saggy's like, let me do all the work. I'll get the spanking going. Brian, you just clear your mind.
Brian needs a spank to wake him up. That's what he needs. I didn't cause a spank revolution. I told 2 people they were getting spanked, and that everybody else wanted a spank. So I don't know what the hell happened.
The Marvel Cinematic Spankiverse.
At the end of the day, we just blame Hans and Zeno for everything.
Hey, look, Brian. I think what Saggy's saying is that she wants to help you make a withdrawal from the spank bank.
Oh God.
What?
You guys didn't even notice Brian freaking hit his hand super hard on the desk or something.
Yeah. Well, no, I bladed.
He missed. He was trying to spank, and he missed.
I unintentionally bladed myself at work the other day.
You bladed yourself at work.
I was trying to get color at work. Okay.
Oh my God. That sounds like a funny video right there. Wrestling terms that don't work in the real world. I was at work the other day and I was trying to get color. I was blading at work the other day. Oh my God. Oh, so I think I got to do that for Dawson and my Sunday podcast. I was blading at work the other day. Oh, Brian, that's so good. Oh man, my stomach hurts so bad. Like anybody who's a wrestling fan right now has got to be laughing about that. That is hilarious. Like no wonder Saggy is not laughing because that is absolutely hilarious right now. Oh my gosh. That is so funny. I was trying to get color.
And it was my middle finger of all fingers.
Just imagine Brian popping up like around the deli making a sandwich. You look like Ric Flair, like covered in blood. Like, woo! This sandwich is done. Woo!
Like I just got done with the Iron Man match.
Right. You took an hour to make that sandwich. Oh my gosh. Yeah, see, H. Barth is going there too. This is Brian with full Ric Flair at work, elbowing the jacket. Oh, I'm sorry, Brian. Go ahead.
Oh, that's great. No, and then I was messing around. I got the stand for my microphone. It's kind of heavy, and I dropped it and it ran across the cut on my finger, and it kind of RJ was reacting to.
Oh.
Yeah.
How it got there was funnier than how it actually happened.
Yes. Apparently, you blading at work is a really funny.
Well, I was in the process of making a cheesesteak, so I was like trying to figure out like a good pun, like I made a cheesesteak or something like that. I just like I don't know. I was trying to make a bad pun out of it, but it just didn't work. So I figured I would go with wrestling terminology.
Extra iron, extra iron on that cheesesteak there.
That's right.
Catch up on that. Peter Rabbit's Defender with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you, Peter Rabbit's Defender says BVS deleted seeing Clark spanked Lois after bath.
Oh, hello.
Hey now. Blade of
I'd buy
spank.
that for $1.
Oh my god. Zeno says, yeah, the chat doesn't care about wrestling.
I care.
That was
I
funny.
care.
That was funny.
Man,
Matt ran in and cashed in on Brian.
Pretty much.
I'm still lost.
Oh, man, and you know the best part
Matt
of it
is the first person in history to cash in his money in the spank and lose to the current champion Money in the Spank. I love it.
He just comes in, he comes with the blade, he just punches him in the head, cuts him up with the blade. It's like, we're gonna make this look good.
We're talking mass transit incident right here.
It's the money in the it's the Money in the Spank match.
It's so weird staring at myself.
Okay, after you spank, just make sure you wash your hands.
This is very true. Got to keep it clean.
That well, and here, just in case.
That's right. Yeah. If you have an issue, there's a tissue.
There's a tissue. There you go. All right, guys. Well, hey, this was fun. This was a fun way to end the stream for sure.
Very much so.
Yeah, this was good. All right. Well, Spank Wars.
I love how he put, instead of Kate Bishop, he put Kate Bischoff. Kate Bischoff.
I didn't want to catch up. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Matt has a Jeff Hardy Victory Road moment.
Yes. Oh, I was trying to pull it up. There we go. That's funny.
I did not extra ketchup on my sandwich, Brian.
Jeez.
Hey, they're not supposed to have ketchup on them, eh?
Oh, hey, Keely, you are welcome. Thank you guys for being in the chat tonight. Thanks to all my guests tonight. Thanks for Matt Jarbo coming in and failing to cash in on his Money in the Spank promise,
Ruining all potential monetization of this video.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll probably be fine, but yeah, who knows? Good Lord. Yeah. Some of us, yes, like Zeno said, some of us need to call our therapist after tonight. Some of you have seen things that you've never seen before. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate it. And some of it, you know what? Some of you, it's like some people will say, "Well, I never." Well, maybe you should have. You might be happier. Kind of loosen things up a little bit. You know, don't be so tight. About things.
They're plugs for you.
Just saying. Loosen
With
things
the
up a
bat
little bit.
symbol.
Don't be so anal retentive, if you know what I mean. You know what?
Yes.
Life is not worth being so tightly shut up. You know,
This is true.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's pretty much all I got to say about that. But as far as that, you know what? We all know Batman is probably so scarred emotionally. You know, he doesn't keep relationships very long, so probably, you know. But although he does like to hang upside down, so maybe. But he didn't keep Vicky Vale, and he didn't keep Chase Meridian in the old one. So
Yeah, but he asked Vicky how much she weighed, though.
yeah, that's true. Yeah. But you know,
She weighs a little more than 100.
All I can tell you is this. Is around these here parts in the Poindexter Lounge. I'm a superhero. You should be too.
Is that the face you make while you're being a superhero? Oh God, I'll stop.
What you see versus what she sees.
Expectation versus reality. Oh God, I feel a healing stream coming back on. How not to eat a banana, ladies and gentlemen. Oh.
I'm done.
It's like eating ice cream. This is how you laugh.
I love how he said I'm a hero and immediately boop.
See you.
What the
See,
heck is
you
happening?
practice on an ice cream code for the real thing.
What is he doing? What is he doing? What is happening? What did I start?
All
Why?
right, this is when I take off. Everybody have a good night. And
What is happening? What did I? What? Why? Why, Enosh? Why?
I'm gonna stare at the back of my eyelids. So everybody have fun.
Enosh, why? Did he just yeet himself again?
Yeah.
I think he yeeted himself.
All right, I'm taking over the stream. Okay. So we're gonna talk about sleep and how wonderful it is. We're gonna have a sleep stream. I'm gonna turn my camera around in my bed. And you can watch me sleep. How's that sound?
You can make money off that.
I know people do that.
I've often joked that like I'm gonna like just turn a camera on one night and just like be like it's the Enosh sleep stream, and then just like wake up in the morning and see like if anybody actually watched, and like especially like if anybody ever gave a super chat during like that stream. Like just me sleeping there.
Did you stop breathing? I think I got sleep apnea, bro.
right.
Oh man.
See, I feel like now we're people's therapy.
He's got the bat nose for that, though. He really does.
No, I was going by more of what Michelle was saying here. Hey.
This stream got like
do you start singing "Kiss from a Rose"? Batman starts singing "Kiss from a Rose" while you're in the Oh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels, yeah. And now that your rose is in bloom, the light hits the gloom on the grave. There used to be a day and time when you should do a sleep stream. You remain.
See, that already sounds better than Doomcock's crap song.
I know. Like, I'm literally just
the light from the dark side of me. Sorry, I was getting into it.
Like it. I dig it.
Just like Batman was getting into it too.
Dear God.
Did you know that when the sun, my eyes become alive, the light that you shine can't really see.
Wow. Wow.
RJ, you are gonna be stink pinks forever, you see. Ooh.
You're never gonna get away from that.
That name doesn't make any sense, though.
RJ, $60 and your pinks don't have to be stinky anymore.
And you could get a scratchless, scentless butthole.
See, I don't even know why Sai even calls me that. I don't understand it. It still makes no sense to me.
No, it does make sense. You're just too young to understand.
I'm done. We need it. I'm going to bed.
That's what you said.
He drinks his rock stars with a pinky up.
He's like, that doesn't make sense, stinks pinks.
Well, you got to put your pinky on the A.
You slide into the A, and it changes the entire. Yes.
I'm going to get the BBC.
It's 4 BBCs.
Oh,
and then
4
the last one is a bet BBC.
Those look like eggplants.
Eggplants
I feel like God, we gotta clip that. Did you just say the eggplants are delicious?
They are.
With Parmesan cheese and
eggplant parm.
Oh, dude, eggplant parm is pretty decent.
I mean, they're pretty good whole too. If you just eat it right.
Wait, what?
I've ever had a whole eggplant before.
Yeah.
Hey,
Had a few cucumbers, never an eggplant.
Yeah, it's Saggy. Saggy, do you like cucumbers, Saggy?
Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
So do I get a clip like Ace's clip? I want to see that thing.
Pound it.
Oh Lord, Dawson, no.
I knew it as soon as it left my mouth. It's like a lot of different tentacles and like massive stomach.
What is he talking about? Hentai? Is that a hentai stream I missed?
Yeah, they were really getting into it.
God. Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, dear Lord. Oh, dear Lord. Oh,
poor
dear
Dawson.
Lord.
Poor Dawson. I feel like poor Dawson.
Well, Little Sweet tends to walk himself into a lot of sticky predicaments. You know what I mean?
I mean, again.
Hans, he now explains stinks pinks to RJ.
Well, go ahead, Enosh. Hans is asking for it. Go ahead.
He did already.
He didn't pay for it though, so it doesn't count.
Pay for it. Yeah, you only get stinks pinks if you pay for it, RJ.
And this isn't that kind of stream.
Oh dear God.
I thought, Saggy, did you say you got stink sphinx from like some Among Us YouTuber or something?
Oh God. What?
What?
You said you got stink sphinx from like some YouTuber. Or
Oh,
something.
I explained that I started saying it because I watched a funny video where they're calling somebody stinks pinks. Yes. They said, "Where's oh, so what up, Stinky Pinky?" And they're like, "Oh, where's the stinks pinks? Oh, you found stinks pinks." It was pretty funny. So now RJ stinks pinks. That's the origin of why I call him stinks pinks. But I'm glad I'm not the only one that knows stinks pinks is.
No, from the very first moment that I heard that name uttered, I knew that forever he would be known as that.
So I feel I should tread lightly on this advice. I mean, this. I mean, she's trying to get her boyfriend to do interesting things in the cemetery. So,
well, welcome to the Dr. Enosh show.
Welcome to the Dr. Welcome to the Dr. Enosh show. I've tried to explain stinks pinks to RJ, so I guess I'm here for everyone now. The doctor is in.
No, Michelle, I got you, girl. Listen. If you try to get him to try new things, and he's listen, you gotta kind of like trick him into it, right? Just go to cemetery and just be like, I'm ready. I'm in the mood. Like, make a move. And
she's not even talking about that right now.
what are we talking about now?
She's talking about cemetery stuff, and
that's what I was saying.
No, I know she was talking about cemetery stuff, but like that's what I was saying. That's why I was joking that I should probably be careful in like answering that question, and like whatever question she had next. But I don't think that's. She says here, I used to have a channel on YouTube dedicated to music, movies, books, entertainment, and paranormal things. That's cool. What was it? I was watching. Oh, it's on that show Evil. Tiffany and I watched a couple of different things. So this says, I got bullied off YouTube for showing my Wiccan altar in my. I did not know that. I did not know that.
That sucks, man.
I did not know that. I was not aware of that.
People are bastards.
Because I won't.
He froze.
I won't
freeze.
Allowing
me to bring up your next comment. YouTube is not a. Did I freeze? I froze.
Yeah, your entire face is frozen.
Man, it's like time to bring back the Mr. Freeze jokes.
I swear to God, I don't know what the deal is. I froze again. Okay.
Let's kick some ice.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, now you can hear. Okay, so I'm trying to bring up the next comment. Why isn't it letting me bring up her next comment? Okay. She said, I am afraid of the idiots commenting again, calling me a devil worshiper.
Oh man, that sucks.
You know what? So here's the thing. You know what? Look for YouTube, here's the deal. Just be you, right? Like Like people are always going to come at you for different things. Look, you know how many you got to be prepared for it, right? You know, I mean, because the thing, look, everybody's going to have an opinion, and this is what I tell people: you have to be prepared for the lumps you're going to take for doing what you do, right? You know how many times a week I get messages from people who hate what's his name, Ray Fisher. Like literally, I get tons of messages from people every week. Some prominent YouTubers who have found it in their best interest to DM me, so they unblock me, DM me their ideas, and then reblock me before I'm able to answer them. Okay, like that's their deal, right? Because they're scared of anybody actually, coming back and having a conversation with them. I also get people who say horrible things about me. Like they've insulted me. They say all kinds of things about and look, now apparently the popular thing is to bring up the fact that I'm a pastor, and they think that that's somehow, saying something, just saying that in general, that, I don't know. So here's the thing. Just do what you do, right? Just do what you do. And you know what? Don't worry about people. Right.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you're not doing anything illegal and you're not doing anything that's against the rules of YouTube, right? You just do what you do.
Yeah.
And the thing is, your audience will find you. And you know what? If anybody wants to give you a hard time, they're going to give you a hard time anyways, right? So you just can't worry about those people. You know who I'm here for? You know who I'm here for? I'm not here for all those idiots. Those people, the people who want to hate watch the channel, I think that's hilarious because they're actually taking their time to watch us. Tiffany still thinks it's hilarious. The one night where Andy was over on Twitch, watching and stuff, and they were sending people over here to give super chats to make sure that I knew that they were watching and say stupid stuff. Tiffany was like, they were literally paying us money to tell us they were watching us.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No. All right.
You got us.
Oh boy, you put me in my place. Ooh, wow.
Okay.
And Michelle,
start filling your wallet up.
Michelle, I want to add 3 things to this. First of all, yes, you should bring your channel back. And 3 things. Number 1, you have a community here that will support you, and you don't have to worry about that. 2, own these haters by just being like, okay, yeah, I'm a Satan worshiper. Sure, I will hex you. Own it. I get people who call me fat all the time, and you know what I tell them? Yeah, I like food. So what? You tell me you don't like food? The words don't hurt you unless you let them. You have to just own it and give it right back to them, because the thing is, when they tell you these things, it's because they want to hurt you. Yep. They want to degrade you, and they want you to give a reaction. So what you do is, when you get those people on your channel calling you a Satan worshiper, be like, yep, and my Lord and Savior Satan is gonna find you and make your life miserable. Just own it, honestly. Because you know it's not true. We know it's not true.
Or just ignore it. You know what I mean?
It's more fun to mess with them, though.
I know, but but the thing is when you do mess with them, you got to be prepared for the fact they're just going to keep coming at you. You know what I mean? And so,
I love it.
No, I know, but everybody doesn't love that.
Yeah,
true. Some people love a stink pink too, but or pink is
stinks pinks.
Stinks pinks. We know RJ does.
And one more thing. And one more thing too. My 3rd point, Michelle. There is a community for Wiccans, and they're very supportive, and they've dealt with these people for probably a very long time, and they will be your biggest support too. So find communities that are into the same thing you're into, who do YouTube, get to know them, be part of their channels and stuff, talk with them. They will support you, and you won't have to feel so afraid of doing what you want to do. But never be afraid. Don't let the haters bully you into submission, because when you do, they win. And you should, if you have good content and this is what you like to do, I would love to watch your channel. I used to actually, believe it or not, I used to dabble when I was growing up into Wiccan, so I do know a little bit about it. But I kind of just dropped it because I dabbled in different things. I was spiritually looking for something. But yeah, I would love to watch you do some streams about that, because it's interesting. 100%. You should definitely do it.
I think it's always good to have conversations about different things that you don't understand and see where people are from and stuff like that, and I mean look, everybody knows that about me. Like I've said it before. I get along with everybody, and I like to learn things about people and just different things that people believe and what they think. And I think that with that you can't shy away from stuff, or be scared of it. It's, I mean, just even like the stuff with the, earlier talking about the Batman stuff. I mean, like there's people who are like, oh, you shouldn't talk about that kind of stuff, because it's dirty or whatever. No, it's not. It's a part of life, for God's sake. I mean, I'm sorry. It is. I'm not sorry, because it is what it is. Benson's, what's up, Mark, with a £5 super chat, says Snyder working with Netflix is the pink, WB is the stink. Saggy, your Blue Beetle is arriving very soon. I wonder if I wonder if your Blue Beetle will still be blue when it gets its release.
Not if he holds his breath that long.
I'm done with you. I'm done with you.
I'm just asking you a question, Saggy. Do you think when your Blue Beetle is released that it will still be blue? Or
yes.
Will you be...
and by the way, Brian,
you're looking like you might need a release there yourself.
Little blue.
It's Blue Brian. It's Blue Brian.
And by the way, Ben,
got a case of the Blue Brians.
Thank you so much, Ben, for sending me a Blue Beetle. I'm very excited. I can't wait to show it off next time I'm on the stream.
Finished Lupin last night, and part 2 is great.
I just started watching the second. I was watching the first episode of part 2 today. If you guys haven't seen Lupin, it's really freaking.
What is
good.
that on? What is that on?
It's on Netflix.
What is it?
It's I believe it's a French TV show. It's about this guy who is basically he's a thief. He's caught out. Basically based on Lupin. The book, he read the book, and now he's a master thief like Lupin, and it's really, really good. And part 2 just came out. Yeah, they dropped it at a big cliffhanger last season, and I'm so happy it's back. But yeah, Ben, I started watching it today, and I was like, oh, I got to get back into this because it's such a good show.
Interesting. Well, guys, that being said, I think we can all agree that WB is the stink. And so we're just gonna leave it at that, I think, for tonight. Thank you guys for joining us. It's always fun and a pleasure to be with you all. And we never know where the night's gonna end up, right, Brian? When we started this stream, we had no idea.
No idea.
No idea we were gonna end telling RJ what Stinks Pinks was. So you all right there, RJ?
No, and you'll never get away from
I'm not okay. I'm not okay.
He's literally Stinks Pinks in my Discord.
He promises. He's not okay. He promises.
Like, this joke goes past the streams. He is Stinks Pinks in our server. We gave him a role. It shows up as Stinks Pinks on the list.
A lot of that stuff. A lot of that stuff happens here. Like I noticed, like a lot of things that like spill over into other people's streams and shows and things like that starts and originates here at the lounge. That's because, ladies and gentlemen, we're original here at the lounge.
Trendsetters.
Yep, we're trendsetters. We are what Matt Jarbo chases.
We are the cool kids at the table. Yes. No need to chase clout, Saggy, because you have it. You're here.
I mean, I have a Clout Crusade shirt still up on my store. It's great. It's beautiful.
That's right.
There you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I leave you tonight with my words, of course. Telling you, don't let anybody tell you that your fandom doesn't matter, and don't tell anybody that their fandom doesn't matter. But always treat people with respect and seek to have good conversations with everybody. And one last super chat here, maybe. PR's Defender with the $1.99 super chat says, please watch In the Heights. You guys won't regret it. Is it just me? I don't know. I'm glad there's people who like it. I know there's people who like musicals like that and are like into that stuff. It's not really my thing, though.
It's only West Side Story and West Side Story only. Other than that, I'm good.
I liked Hamilton, so
yeah, I might check it out.
You're a jet. Okay.
It's on HBO Max, so I might give it a shot. All right, I might give it a shot. But other than my usual stuff tonight, I leave you with the immortal words of Macho Man Randy Savage.
Understand this. Yeah. Nobody likes a quitter. Nobody said life was easy, so if you get knocked down, take the standing 8 count, get back up, and fight again. And you're a macho maniac. Dig it.
Yep. And if that thing gets stuck up in there, please consult a doctor. Don't try to fish it out yourself. And nobody on Etsy is going to help you. So, make sure that everything that you do practice, whether it's in a cemetery or just in the comfort of your own home, that you do it with someone you trust. All right. And that you know has your back.
Good night, everybody.
Right, Shaggy? And you know what? You always say wash your hands, but you know what? You can avoid stink pinks. You really can.
Yeah. You don't want to get the dreaded pink eye.
No.
From scratching said stinks pinks.
Wash that thing. That's all I'm saying. And I'll leave you with Batman's favorite song here on the channel.
All over town, people are talking about the lunch trench. It's the ditch where you can eat your food.
All right. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Stay nerdy.